goes to him.
Welcome to the Call of Duty Mobile Philippines Championship 2021.
They really need to do that comeback. And they go in here. Kenshi with a beautiful shot. Answer is no, not yet. Why? And it's going to be Charlie full on captured by...
Isa $15,000 na nag-iiti para sa'yo, sa akin at sa amin.
Set points where the hard points will come in. Just because hard points is clear by the spawn area, but
Yet, there are 2 stages need you to complete.
Galing sa Open Qualifiers, meron tayo 6 na brackets. 6 na champion ang tutungo para sa group stage.
Six na teams at invited teams, ang PDR Reborn at VVV Esports ang maglalaban sa group stage. 4 na teams na ang tutungo para sa playoff.
But Pai not going to be able to do anything. Yaku! Oh! Pai, oh my goodness, he missed those shots. He went in and then he died in a triple conqueror. Oh yes, Tamayo. Yes, touching over there against Tamayo. What against it?
Doon natin malalaman kung sino ang pinakamagaling sa Philippine teams.
Ito ay hindi madali, pero alam namin na kaya nyo to.
So are you ready to take the challenge?
like to get exclusive content updates, previews, and events, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notifications. Stay frosty, soldiers.
Ay, 10 minutes na lang, kakain na.
Opo.
Ate! Tawag ka daw ni Mami! Magugas ka daw ng plato!
Schoolworks na naman. Wait. Code muna.
Bilab, tara na! 10 minutes na lang!
Aalis nga pala. Kaso mag-BBR pa ka kami.
Ano pwedeng gawin?
Ano bang pwedeng fast game lang? Oo nga pala! BR Blitz!
You know, basic. Hindi ako na mag-aaral. Tapos na po ako dito.
Yun! Ready na ako!
Let's go! Schoolworks time.
Yun! Ano na, Wilab? Tapos na ako maglaro. Di ka pa mabihis?
Fast game lang. You know?
Solid to! Fast game lang!
Nice. Fast game.
Fast game lang!
Hey guys, it's HXS from VVV Esports, and today I will be giving you my best gun and its attachment and also some tips and tricks I use. My best gun is the RTX 50 sniper rifle, and the attachments are Assassin Short, although we use skeleton stock, FMJ, MIP stopping power, and staple grip. Tips and tricks. Map awareness. You always have to be aware where your teammates and enemies are at all times. This is why I always look at my map. Having this knowledge lets me use my sniper rifle as a AR or SMG. It makes me an all-around player, even with a sniper. Power positions. I train myself to know the power position in each map. Having control of this gives me an advantage against my enemies, and I can lock down a lane by my own. I make my sniper rifle a lane holder just like a chopper. Thank you guys for watching, and please support VVV Esports from upcoming 2021 COD Mobile Philippine Championships. See ya!
Welcome everyone to the Garena Call of Duty Mobile PH Championship 2021. My name is Kuku TV, and I am with the most famous one here on Call of Duty Mobile, the Mustacho AJ. Hello, Mustacho. How are you?
Hey, buddy. I'm doing great, man. How are you doing, Kuku TV? How do you feel, bro? You are here, man. Finally at the Philippines National Championship.
Yes, a Filipino caster now here in the PH Championship. Actually, I came from the 2020 PH Championship as well, so it's been a lot of team changes, a lot of player changes here in the 2021 PH Championship, and we're going to see again day number 5 here in the PH Championships.
Well, very happy to have you on board, man. I always like having a Filipino caster, co-cast with me, because there are a lot of Filipino references within the squads itself, within their names itself, that I can't seem to, of course, figure out on my own. But you know how it works, man. Let's jump over to the prize pool, right, Kuku TV. Let's just remind the audience here as to what these players are in here fighting for. 4th place, $1,500. 3rd spot will take home $2,500. Runner-ups will take on $4,500, and the grand champions $6,500. That's a lot of money, isn't it, Kuku?
That's a lot of money indeed. If you convert it into like PHP, Philippine peso, it's like over 700,000 pesos, AJ. So that's a lot.
700. Oh, I would love to have 700,000 ringgit, man. But I think we're quite far away from that. But walk us through the matches we have today, man.
And yeah, definitely, AJ. We have here day number 5 here with the PH Championship group stage. Match number 1 will be between VVV Esports and AIM Iloilo. Match number 2, we have PDR Reborn versus NU Anarchy. And then we have match number 3, XDG Dynasty versus PDR Esports. And then lastly, we have NRX UNKNOWN versus RTL Legacy. So which match are you actually excited with, AJ?
Yeah, I'm excited for each and every single one of these matches in here, because we've seen stories being built by each and every single one of these squads in here thus far, right? And this standings board right here, Kuku, this is what shows, how each and every one of those stories have, come together and gotten smashed up on this board, sitting down on top of everybody else. RTL Legacy, they have been, you mentioned to me before the stream, man, RTL means road to legendary. Well, they truly are on that particular road to become legendary through the Philippines Championship. But all of the rest under them, they're not doing too shabby at all. We still have a few more days in here. So, a lot of shakeups, people are expecting a lot of shakeups today, Kuku.
Yes, indeed. Road to legendary will be for them. And for the others, we have a first match. AJ, I want to focus on the first match. We have AIM Iloilo and VVV Esports. AIM Iloilo right now is down on the scoreboard. VVV Esports, on the other hand, is currently on top. So we might see the same situation here for AIM Iloilo. But again, they only have like how many days left? They have like maybe 4 days left, right? So they have to really do well here in the next few matches that they will have here in the PH Championship group stage, so that they can actually go up in that standing. What can you say about AIM Ilo, AJ?
Well, like you told me earlier, right? But we'll come back to that in a bit, Cuckoo, because before that, it looks like Triple V has come in here and won the coin toss. AIM Iloilo is going to be at a disadvantage from the get-go. Hard point as we go into map number 1, Cuckoo. Let's take a quick look and see what they ban off. Crossfire and standoff has been ticked off. So for map number 1, it looks like we will be going into Summit. A very, very interesting pick here, buddy, to open up the day.
Yes, a Summit hard point for match number 1 here, map number 1 rather, and again the bans would be Crossfire and Standoff. Now for map number 2, the one that was banned now would be Crash and Summit, and let's see what they actually pick for to Meltdown. It's gonna be a Meltdown search and destroy. I love the search and destroy and Meltdown, AJ.
Yeah, search and destroy Meltdown, right? I initially was, I myself personally didn't really favor this map that much because I brought a lot of my domination fears into search and destroy. But when you play search and destroy on Meltdown, the usage of the map totally shrinks down. You focus around the flyover, house A, house B battle. You've got your big chimneys in there as well. So it's going to be a very focused battle down that mid there. Let's see if or not those squads, let's see which one of them. I think it's going to be Triple V that takes control. But yeah, we'll see how AIM Iloilo responds, right? But as Standoff and Meltdown gets banned in map number 3, Triple V will go in here and pick Summit yet again. And it looks like they really, really want to shut down AIM Iloilo today, Cuckoo.
Right, and Summit, I think they practiced a lot today in that map, and domination with AIM Iloilo. AJ here with VVV Esports. I think we're gonna have a one-sided victory here, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But let's see if AIM Iloilo had practiced their aim, and let's see if they can push more the tempo here against VVV Esports, and also be more aggressive. Because do you know, AJ, that Iloilo is actually a place in the Philippines, and a lot of Ilonggos is what they actually call them, are really sweet when it comes to people. So let's see if they will actually have a much more aggressive fight than we are.
See, this is why I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we should have more Filipino casters here as well, together with Mustachio. Look at this guy coming in here explaining what Iloilo is. I've been wondering for a few days, man. No wonder AIM Iloilo is being so soft against these teams. They are just sweet, sweet people. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hopefully AIM Iloilo takes all of that sweetness, takes along all of their defeats thus far, balls it up into a fist of anger and rains it down in forms of bullets on Triple V. At the moment, the score is all up there equal, with Triple V just a little bit in front, Cuckoo. Can AIM Iloilo make a comeback in here?
Let's go ahead and see that, AJ. Initially, they got the hard point, but then again, VVV Esports was able to take control of it. But look at Vince there, just taking out Gian, and Charlie also doing the same thing. It's kind of an even match as of the moment, AJ. Let's see with the next hard point, who will take over.
Well, 2022. Ooh, and here comes AIM Iloilo, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What a beautiful takeover. And we are right now on the edge platform with Triple V edging in ever so closer. But AIM Iloilo not getting pushed off the edge. Beautiful play thus far, Cuckoo. They actually have a better hold on the game than Triple V. Yes, Triple V keeps catching up, but AIM Iloilo is putting that pressure on. So today, man, yes, their aim is no longer soft, but Triple V is no easy team to take on. AIM Iloilo needs to stay on their feet.
That is right, AJ. Now, what we see here, HXS now pushing in, but nope, he's going to be with 3 AIM Iloilo players there. And I actually see this, AJ, that initially when the hard point switches over to another location, AIM Iloilo gets that hard point, but then again, Esports now dominating after a few seconds. So that can be a problem here for AIM Iloilo.
That has been a problem for AIM Iloilo since the start of the competition, to be honest, Cuckoo. I mean, they are not the strongest when it comes to those combat skills, right? Triple V definitely on the advantage here, but it's great how they started out the game. HXS coming in, man of war action, and it looks like Triple V will also hold the cable car platform. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, AIM Iloilo, they've been trying each and every single thing within their arsenal thus far, but nothing seems to be able to take down Triple V. Triple V just walks through them.
Yes, definitely, and now the score of AIM Iloilo is now stuck at 30. They have to find a different strategy here. AJ, it's now like 100 points here for PDR Esports. They're now almost gonna win this one, and we might see the same story here for AIM Iloilo from the very beginning of this tournament.
Yeah, so we see exactly what AIM Iloilo is trying to do. They went in there and they were camping around the container area, trying to lock that area down because the Blue Raider station was going to get activated. But that was such sloppy play, right, Cuckoo? Because they have wasted so many points, so much of opportunities to storm the front on Triple V because they already had a full squad. You know how the complaint is always about these squads going in one-on-one, one by one into the fray, right? They had a full squad, but they just chose to camp. And look at this, man. What has been happening, what you've been pointing out, is happening again. Triple V came back in there, flushed them out, and AIM Iloilo is going to lose this game, and it's unfortunately their fault.
Yes, indeed, and that's here, like midway through until the end for AIM Iloilo, and VVV Esports just stormed the way in and was able to get the win in map number 1 at point. So now with the next map coming in, we'll be in Meltdown. We need AIM Iloilo to be more aggressive. They need to stop being soft here, AJ. So that's basically what I need, what they need to do in order to win this top tier team of VVV Esports.
And it's quite disappointing to see them walk away from that fight, right? Because at the start of the game, to the point where they reached those 30 points, they were giving it their all. Each and every single time their opponents came in front of their faces, they gave it a fight and they kept going back in there for those hard points. But after that 30-point mark, everything just broke down, Cuckoo. They just gave up. They just didn't want to go in for the points anymore. Like I pointed out earlier, they camped around the container area way too long, wanted to go into the Blue Radar station. They did step in there, but the hard point hadn't even activated yet. And by the time Triple V had to rotate over from the cable car platform all the way into the Blue Radar station, it was just nice to take over before the hardpoint activated. I mean, and that's pro plays coming in from Triple V, right?
Right, and Triple V Esports, again, a combination of top players from top teams before AJ. So you better expect coming from this team. But again, for AIM Iloilo, you mentioned camping those containers, so they wasted too much time there instead of them to push their way through those hard points, trying to challenge VVV Esports. Again, they need to find a better way to win this one, and now we're going to be in Search and Destroy, which is a different gameplay. Let's see if they can actually duel it out with VVV Esports.
I want to help AIM Iloilo find their confidence here, and I think I know how, Cuckoo. Because think about it this way, right? At that point where they just chose to camp it out, like it or not, they were already going to lose the match. So would you rather lose the match by camping it out, or would you rather go in there and die like heroes, right? Just go in there, because at the end of the day, you're already in the competition. You might as well just use it as a good streaming platform at the very least, and go down with a fight and not just back out of those combats, right? Nick Flip coming in here. He's got the Fennec in hand. Kai in here as well. It seems to be a 2-on-1 situation. One man of war, one Fennec going up against HXS, who is deadly on the sniper right now. Can AIM Iloilo do it?
Well, let's see if they can do it. It's a 2v1 situation. They have the numbers advantage. And HXS, we see him from the commercials that we saw earlier, and he's gonna try to go kill them off, but no. AIM Iloilo will get the first round in this search and destroy.
Beautiful. And that's the exact same level of aggression they need to keep up, Cuckoo. I mean, like it or not, win or lose, just go in there and get it. If you get it, good for you. If you don't, then too bad. You're already near the bottom of the board, right? If you don't start taking the risk now, when will you start taking those risks? Swish coming in here, trying to get his aim on the point. I mean, he's not a bad sniper at all, though. Swish has hit some quite amazing shots thus far in the tournament.
And like you said, they have to push up the tempo now. They have to be more aggressive. And now it's going to be a 4v3 situation. But oh, there you go. That's Tiam and XXS. Atlas and Vince got taken out. And now one player standing, Dean, for AIM Iloilo. Will he clutch this one out, AJ?
Oh, okay. Now, Jean, they have the bomb. They are going to just cross over, fly over right now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Big Chimney is the path in target. They want to wait for Dean in here, and I feel like Nick Flip has got the perfect position, right? He's going to camp it out in the middle. Either way, he is going to be able to spot Dean. Let's see if he does it. There you go. So Dean has been spotted out. Nick Flip, perfect positioning. How is Dean going to take this over, man?
And I don't think Dean will be able to do this because he's down to low HP, and Nick Flip just right at the correct position, and now they tied it up 1-1.
Yeah. So once again, coming in, very poor decision making coming in from AIM Iloilo. Why? Because he could have just gone in there for a flank, and the long flank could have caught them totally off guard, because that's what you expect people to do, right, in those situations. But it's okay, man. Decisions are there to be made. Dean going in there, beautiful opener thus far. AIM Iloilo, a brilliant start so far in here.
And you haven't seen yet VVV using the bomb after like 2 rounds, and now they actually used that bomb as a reason to why AIM Iloilo push at them. And now VVV Tamayo here trying to defend this area as Atlas and Kai is trying to push their way in, but no, looks like they're not going to be able to get in with Tamayo throwing that outside.
Well, they will have to stay in here. AIM Iloilo coming in. Ooh, Tamayo, what a defense. And just like that, they all went in there for the push at the same time, Cuckoo, but they also lost their lives at the same time there.
Right, and they actually used this time around, and look at how AIM Iloilo just broke down with their gameplay. They didn't know what to do. Like on the first 2 matches, they were like so aggressive, and VVV really didn't use the bomb as a weapon here. But now it looks like they found the formula here, AJ.
Well, generator aisle gameplay. Jean just dipping in and out. The bomb approaching big chimneys right now, Cuckoo. They are sneaking in here for a quick plant. Once again, gonna force AIM Iloilo to come in here for the push. And I think this is gonna be the undoing of AIM Iloilo, right? Because even whilst they are focusing, they don't seem to be performing that well. How are they gonna be doing this under so much of pressure? Triple V just playing their own playing their own weakness against AIM Iloilo right now. I don't know what's gonna become of this. Oh, refusal!
Oh, almost! But Charlie able to actually get the kill. But now it's gonna be a defusal for AIM Iloilo. I almost thought that it's gonna be a ninja defuse out there, AJ.
Close, right, but the numbers game will go up to catch up with them. AIM Iloilo not doing too bad at all, Cuckoo.
Right, and AIM Iloilo just giving the best fight right now to VVV Esports. They are adjusting to whatever strategy that VVV Esports is giving them right now. And look, they are trying to push the A side again. Looks like the A side is the weakness here of AIM Iloilo, but they were able to find the way here during the previous round. Let's see how they play out.
Yeah, but the more impressive thing is, you know, the attacking side always has the advantage, right? AIM Iloilo has managed to nick off 2 points, even with Triple V being on the attacking side, and I did not see that coming at all. AIM Iloilo going in here for the attack right now. HXS on the AIM, beautiful KRM action right there. Dean with a takedown for himself. Wins goes into action as well. Charlie with a 2-piece, leaving this to a 3-on-2 situation. Wins with another, equaling things up. Atlas Quan's right in front of him. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, AIM Iloilo don't want to be sweet anymore.
Yes, they don't want to be soft. They want to be more aggressive as we now switch over the sides. Now attacking is AIM Iloilo. Looks like they have the momentum here. AJ, they have the momentum to win this search and destroy. Let's see if they can do like a consecutive win here with VVV Esports.
Oh!
Wow!
Swish opening it up on Nick Flip, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That is definitely going to give them a confidence boost. And it's right now AIM Iloilo at the big chimney with a quick plan. How will HXS and the squad get this done? He goes in with his sniper as usual. Wins coming in here. Minor assist there. It is Atlas with a 2-piece. Swish goes in for yet another. Tamayo solo in here. Cuckoo, it's all over, man. AIM Iloilo is impressive today.
I guess I called them out, AJ, right? So we called them out earlier and showing us why they are here, why they are qualified here in the group stages. And look at the score now, 4-2. VVV Esports needs to find a way now to get back in the scoreboard. And now we're back here for round number 7 here on map number 2.
I mean, what does this prove to you, Cuckoo? When they go in there for those fights, when they stop hanging back, when they stop camping, they can win those gunfights, right? Now look at HXS coming in here. This time switch out of the game so early, handicapping AIM Iloilo. Cuckoo, this is AIM Iloilo stepping up, but Triple V trying their best to put a stop in their path right now. AIM Iloilo, man, they need to keep this momentum up.
Yeah, they need to keep this momentum, but VVV Esports, with tons of experience here with Call of Duty Mobile tournaments, they are just showing us why they're one of the top tier teams here in the Philippines. But again, we're just waiting for AIM Iloilo. They haven't really planted the bomb yet here. AJ, Kai, just waiting.
Sniper!
Yeah, man, because, ooh, and look at this right now. HXS is going to be super dangerous. Oh, and there we go. A beautiful slide. No. Oh, there you go. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, HXS does not miss. And if he did not prone at that very last second, Cuckoo, he would have lost his life. And AIM Iloilo would have been in a terrible disadvantage. Great lucky save. Nick Flip going in there, though. Kai Vince taken out. Atlas coming in here. Beautiful 2-piece, but Tamayo swishes him out of the deal. It's going to be Dean solo going up against 2 versus 1. But the defusal going to come in right now. What can Dean do? And he takes it down with that Arctic, but defusal coming in, and it is all over, Cuckoo.
Not over yet. Ready up.
What an exchange there coming from these teams. AIM Iloilo Dean almost clutching that round, but on the other side, Tamayo was able to defuse the bomb. Dean should have just pushed right there. He knew that there's only one guy left. Right, AJ?
Yeah, man. I mean, unfortunate, right? And it's just those decisions that you make within those split seconds that decide big games like this. But AIM Iloilo coming in here with a beautiful opener right now, leaving just Tamayo and HXS. But be it, albeit just 2 players, very strong players. But Tamayo right now taken out by Swish. And what can HXS do? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, goes in here for the jump shot, getting that missed as well. It might be all over for Triple V.
Next round.
Yes, it'll be all over as now AIM Iloilo is at their match point. Looks like AIM Iloilo did really well here. Is now doing well actually here at Meltdown, as they were the ones who picked this map. So nice pick for AIM Iloilo. Let's see if they can finalize the deal here, AJ.
Yeah, man, just one more round in here. Oh, Swish bringing it back all equal, but not equal enough as Atlas gets taken out. But Tamayo right now going in. Dean comes back through, and it's a one-on-one situation. Tamayo in here with the Fennec. Dean, man, Fennec just outdoes that Man of War. And Triple V makes a comeback in here, Cuckoo, still trying to stop AIM Iloilo in their tracks.
And Tamayo there showing why he's one of the individual best players here in the Philippines. And we saw there Dean. Dean actually is always the last guy for AIM Iloilo. Let's see if he can actually punch this one out. Again, we only need one more win in the Search and Destroy. Charlie just chasing, but no, there's going to be too many AIM Iloilo guys.
It is going to be a 4-on-4 situation. Nick Flip almost taken out of the equation. AIM Iloilo still hanging on strong. This is their opportunity to get the win here. They are still on the attacking side. If they allow Triple V to come back in and, possibly bring this into round number 11, ladies, German boys and girls, AIM Iloilo not going to be very happy about that at all, because Triple V will have the attack. And look at Swish coming back in here. Solo gameplay right now. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen. If AIM Iloilo loses the next round, it's gonna be such a disappointing match for them, Cuckoo.
Ready up.
You are right indeed there, AJ, as we switch sides again. Now back to the attacking side. VVV Esports now has the bomb. Now AIM Iloilo had a bit of problem with defending. Let's see if they can try to defend these guys. I think already VVV Esports
Or is this a 3-on-3 situation right now? AIM Iloilo getting switched out so fast in this game. Can they make it through? HXS bringing out his KRM of Doom to get AIM Iloilo done in. AIM Iloilo depending on just one sniper. Swish in this game. What can he bring through? I don't think that much, Cuckoo. All of that effort has gone down the drain.
Highly unlikely for AIM Iloilo to win this, but no! Swish with that swishing sniper over to HXS, and now only 2 players standing here. Gian and Tamayo needs to defend this one, or else Swish can try to win this, but no, the time is running out, AJ.
Come on, he can do it. No, he can't do it anymore. Well, he tried. Okay, he tried. And I love what we just saw, Cuckoo, because AIM Iloilo, compared to not trying earlier, this was such a different side. And if they just keep up this momentum, if they're able to take such a beautiful fight against a team like Triple V, they are worthy to be in here. And not only are they worthy to be in here, they can take on those other squads as well. It's just that sometimes, your strategy just falls through and your confidence gets shattered, Cuckoo. And you don't know how to situation.
Right. And you know what? The second map was picked by AIM Iloilo, so they actually picked it for a reason. We saw that reason there. They were able to take at least 11 rounds until VVV Esports beats them out of it. But again, AIM Iloilo, unfortunately, will not get that second map. So we're now going to go into map number 3, which is we're going to be back at Summit, and the domination here in Summit, the B side, that's gonna be a really hard task to actually capture. You know what I mean, AJ?
Yeah, absolutely, man. But for AIM Iloilo, right, I truly do fear for map number 3 in here, because thus far their objective gameplays has not been absolutely incredible, right? Because when they first started in this competition and they went in there for their objective gameplays, they didn't look like they had any sort of communication within the squad. They didn't look like they actually had any plan. They were just running all over the place, trying their best to get some kills. And I think over the course of the few days, they've managed to kind of tighten their teamwork a little bit in here. And there was great improvement there. But in terms of being able to play the objectives, we just haven't seen that just yet, man. And we kind of witnessed that in Hardpoint earlier today as well, if you get what I mean.
Definitely, AJ. And let's see if there are 2 a lot of camping here, but again, this is domination, different type of mode, and let's see, they have ANC already. The problem here now, the challenge would be on the Bravo side.
Yeah, man. Okay, control room number 2. Ladies, German boys and girls, you know how this works out. Those players go in one after another. AIM Iloilo getting the better of Triple V right now. And this might just go to AIM Iloilo. Oh, and they go ahead to capture it so quick in the game, Cuckoo. So that's a brilliant start. But how are they now gonna game Triple V away from there? They need to reset those points. And now we can see that Triple V has reset their spawn point to make it so easy for them to capture that Charlie point, and I think AIM Iloilo is going to be in trouble, man.
Yeah, I think so, AJ. And AIM Iloilo, we saw from map 1 and map 2, they're actually good at those initial engagements, and yep, there we go. We see again AIM Iloilo now at 24 points, and Bravo side still trying to get from VVV Esports here, but still AIM Iloilo fighting. We might see another story here, the same story I saw from match 1 or map 1 and 2, that AIM Iloilo will be good at first, but at the very end they will not be able to finish it.
Yeah, man, I was in disbelief at what I just saw there, because the fluidity from AIM Iloilo, because they ran out of control room number 2. They saw that they had already lost the edge platform. They quickly captured the edge platform, and they did that together as one squad. And then together after doing so, they quickly rounded back up to the control room number 2, and they defended that as well, right? But of course, Triple V managing to just muscle their way in right now. AIM Iloilo once again not able to recover, and this is the point they have given up so many times before. Cuckoo, if AIM Iloilo can fight back through this, they still have hope in here.
Right, and looks like they have capture now here for VVV Esports. AIM Iloilo needs to find a way now, because if not, they will have the same score as what they had in RTL. It'll be and let's see if they can actually capture C. Looks like they were able to capture CD. Now they have to think about either A or B, but still VVV Esports. Tamayo there, just killing off Switch and Atlas. And you see here Tamayo just, Kai able to knock him down.
Well, the edge platform right now belonging to AIM Iloilo, ladies, German boys and girls. So far, the action is good, but the scoreboard is not favoring AIM Iloilo at all. They need another point. And this is what I feared, Cuckoo. This is what we talked about, right? And when AIM Iloilo starts choking like this, it is so difficult for them to come back up to the surface of that water for some oxygen, man. And this is the opportunity that the game has presented AIM Iloilo. This is a restart from nothing. Can they get that momentum back?
The AIM Iloilo team get their momentum back, as we see here, they're trying to get their B side again, but still VVV Esports, as we saw their Gina taking out Dean, and looks like VVV AJ will try to get this win again, as they already found out the gameplay of AIM Iloilo.
Oh, absolutely, man. And that's what AIM Iloilo, that's one of the things that AIM Iloilo needs to focus on as well over the course of the tournament, as well as their whole careers, right? On how to be fluid with your game plans, how to come in here and to be able to respond to your opponent's game plan. And that's what it's all about, especially in a game like Domination, where you keep rotating around. You don't know what's going to happen in the match. And there you go, man. A triple cap coming in here from Triple V again. And I believe this is all due to experience right now, Cuckoo.
It's totally about experience right now. VVV Esports showing AIM Iloilo who's the boss right now in Domination, and total domination there. However, we have AIM Iloilo taking back B. They still have time here, AJ. There's 3 more minutes left here for AIM Iloilo. But again, it might be too late.
Yeah, so there you go. They have fought and taken back the cable car platform. But they also need 2 other points at this juncture, Cuckoo, because if they don't go in here and take over control room number 2 as well as the edge platform, they're going to be in a lot of trouble because Triple V is already at the 122 mark. They are just at 69, holding 2 points and allowing Triple V just 1 point isn't going to cut it. AIM Iloilo starting off well. Control room number 2 has been picked up, and right now they need to go in for a own triple cap for themselves. Can they pull it off, Cuckoo?
Maybe they can. Switch here with the Goliath now online. Now Dean trying to bomb the area A, but no, he will be taken out by Team Usually. It's Charlie able to take that alpha area, alpha position there, and now Switch still with the Goliath. But no, he's gonna explode there. Gonna be the next clip, and now Vince trying to defend the scene on the Charlie area here. Nope. Now we have the VVV Esports trying to get this guy. I think they don't have any more time left here. AJ.
Nah, they don't. AIM Iloilo has already lost this match. That one was already evident, right? Because if they couldn't go in there for the triple cap, there's no way they're gonna catch up with Triple V. But I am super impressed, man. This is AIM Iloilo coming back in here and showing us that they are not backing down. And this is not Hardpoint all over again. They went back in there. They didn't choke. They stopped at that 60-point mark. They could have choked. They could have chosen to be sweet little, soft little AIM Iloilo, Cuckoo. But no, they showed us a different side. They will lose 150 to 108. But they have shown us that they have grown in just these 5 days.
Right. They totally grown because I watched from day number 1 until now a big improvement from AIM Iloilo. I should have just called them out. You should have just called them out from day 1, AJ. That again, they don't need to be soft. They need to be hard on these other teams, and they have to be more aggressive. We saw that from Search and Destroy, and then we saw that again here on Domination. But again, kudos to VVV Esports for adjusting to all of their game plans here. Again, they won this matchup here against AIM Iloilo.
Yeah, but to the credit of AIM Iloilo, I think they have been listening, right? And that's what has made them, come so far. They have been listening to the crowd. They have been listening. They have been going into the comment section. They have been coming in here. They've been rewatching these games, listening to the commentary as well. They've been exploiting their own weaknesses. A well-played, beautiful 3-game victory in here by Triple V Esports. Expected? Yes, that was definitely expected. But did we, expect to see AIM Iloilo push Triple V to a 5-6 and possibly even clinching it? Push Triple V down to 150, 108? I definitely didn't, man. So kudos, AIM Iloilo, kudos.
Yeah, and the odds were really on favorite with VVV Esports here, AJ. But again, really kudos to the Ilonggos of AIM Iloilo as they were able to put VVV Esports right on the edge of their seats, right?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And what a contrast game number 1 versus game number 3 was, right? From just allowing them and making these calculations, hey, you know what? Let's just survive because, you might want to get a few extra points here. This time, they didn't really care about the points at a certain degree, right? They went in there and they just wanted to get those kills because in a match like that, your kills are going to help you as well, especially when you manage to reset certain spawns, which are just game clinches, right, on certain maps. So let's take a quick look at that highlight once again, Cuckoo. Walk us through exactly how Triple V undid AIM Iloilo today, man.
Yeah, we can see here Gian leading the way together with Charlie, and we saw a lot of highlights from Tamayo at Search and Destroy together with Swish and Dean, as we saw their Swish with that really good sniper there. That was so beautiful, AJ.
Yeah, absolutely. And every single time in this game, right, this Search and Destroy. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me just tell you, deep down inside, I wanted AIM Iloilo to win that because what a well-fought match that was, right? But But Triple V, each and every single curveball that AIM Iloilo managed to throw at them, they responded. And what a beautiful way for them to respond each and every single time, right? And as we were brought into the domination match to wrap things up between the two squads as well, that was shown time and time again from Triple V. We did see the fight coming in from AIM Iloilo once again at the very start, all the way up to that 60-point mark. But Triple V kind of just computes how to shut them down, and they go in there for the kill.
Right, and AIM Iloilo can actually learn from whatever happened on this matchup that they had with VVV Esports. They can learn from being soft to being aggressive, and also to the adjustments of VVV Esports to what they have done against AIM Iloilo. And we might see another matchup from AIM Iloilo on the next games that they will have. But again, it's already day number 5, AJ. I think it's way too late for them to be this aggressive. It should have started since day number 1. They should have out from starting day number 1. They should have think about the prize pool again. $15,000 of prize pool. That's double the amount from last year. And again, VVV Esports just showing us again, like what I said earlier. They're showing us who's the boss right now.
Yeah, man. I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself, Cuckoo. Now, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, on that note, let's take a quick short break. Cuckoo and I will be right back with more action.
Hey guys, it's XDG from VVV Esports, and today I will be giving you my best gun and its attachment, and also some tips and tricks I use. My best gun is the RTL 50 sniper rifle, and the attachments are Assassin Short, although we use skeleton stock, FMJ, MIP stopping power, and staple grip. Tips and tricks. Map awareness. You always have to be aware where your teammates and enemies are at all times. This is why I always look at my map. Having this knowledge lets me use my sniper rifle as a AR or SMG. It makes me an all-around player, even with a sniper. Power positions. I train myself to know the power position in each map. Having control of this gives me an advantage against my enemies, and I can lock down a lane by my own. I make my sniper rifle a lane holder just like I champion. Thank you guys for watching, and please support VVV Esports from upcoming 2021 COD Mobile Philippine Championships. See ya!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the Philippines National Championships. My name is AJ and I am the Mustachio. Together with me, the one and only Cuckoo TV.
Hello, AJ, and that was a really good play coming from VVV Esports and AIM Iloilo for our matchup number 1. But again, we have our first donut, AJ. I want to use that word.
a lot of people look forward to using the donut, man. PDR Reborn will be taking on NU Anarchy next. Now, I think this is gonna be a very tough game to see a donut on for sure, man. This is the schedule for the day, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. What we have up for you, right? Later on, of course, XDG Dynasty goes up against PDR Esports, and to wrap the day up, NRX UNKNOWN will take on RTL Legacy. PDR Reborn and NU Anarchy. You've been watching this, off stream or online, Cuckoo. Do you have a pick as to who might come up victorious here in the next game?
I would go with the PDR Reborn, just because they're more of a consistent team. Not really just taking down NU Anarchy. Anarchy is actually a good team as well. The scoreboard right now, AJ, they're currently at points each, so they're currently tied with the score. So this would only mean that whoever wins this one would go up over whatever team they're up against with. So if, say, for example, PDR Reborn would win this one, they will go over Turkey and vice versa. So let's see if my prediction would be correct here. Will it be a caster curse or will it be correct? Let's see now. And again, looks like NU Anarchy won the coin toss here, AJ.
They won the coin toss in here and looks for map number 1, Hardpoint. We're gonna see the bands first, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. Standoff firing range ticked off the list, and let's see exactly where does NU Anarchy want to go. Ooh, bringing us into Summit for our opening game. And so Hardpoint at Summit, you know it's going to be quite interesting, right? So you've got 4 of these rotations in here. The cable car platform to the blue radar station rotation is going to be the longest one, the furthest one as well. So it's going to be interesting to see these two, high octane squads take it up against each other on that map, Cuckoo.
Well, a lot of teams are picking Summit right now. Like from our matchup number 1, we had Summit on map 1 and map 3. Now we have NU and PDR Reborn now picking Summit. So looks like Summit is a really good place to stay right now. They like the cold weather.
So it seems, man. Summit Meltdown this time banned off for map number 2, and PDR Reborn wants to bring this into crossfire as we come in here for our search and destroy. And you know this map, man. It's super duper flat, straightforward, but littered with buildings, just making it such a perfect, map for those snipers to come out here and play, right? You will see a couple of choppers, SMG players coming in here to come in for those wall bangs as well. That has become the meta of crossfire, hasn't it, Cuckoo?
Right, and right now, AJ, with Crossfire now picked on map number 2 by PDR Reborn, we're gonna see a lot of those SMG gameplays, and also I'm interested with the sniping of either team. For domination, we see here Crossfire and firing range banned for domination, and we might see Meltdown.
This is absolute craziness, man. I don't know what's up with NU Anarchy, but domination, Meltdown, Cuckoo, I hate it, all right, Cuckoo, because Meltdown is a huge map, right? But when you bring it into a search and destroy, it kind of shrinks down the amount of places within the map that you actually use. Now you bring that exact same Meltdown map into domination and the whole game changes, man.
Right, definitely. And I heard you say yesterday that Meltdown with the B-side, that would be a really hard task to capture, right?
Yeah.
And with A and C, like right at the spawn point, definitely they will be able to get that. But again, the B-side would be the hardest one. But now we're going to be back here in the Summit for Hardpoint, AJ, PDR Reborn versus NU Anarchy.
Oh, and let's let's go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Opening things up here at Summit. NU Anarchy coming in here to pick up the hard point. And it looks like control room number 2 will belong to NUA from the get-go. Here comes PDR Reborn in here with the response for themselves. KRM in Flex's hands. He goes in. Skirt taken out by Yaku. And it's there that it is. The KRM, man. It's become such a crazy meta for so many of those players. One shot, one kill, Cuckoo.
Right, you also use KRM during MP or even in Battle Royale AJ, and right now we see PDR Reborn just total domination right now in the control room, and initially it was NU Anarchy, but it's like we're gonna move on and go to the next hard point.
Yeah, man, so 6 more seconds in here. We're gonna rotate this over. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Edge platform will be the location of the next battle. As we can see, Smoke is already there, waiting for PDR Reborn. One player right there in front of him snuffs him out. Or yet another Smoke with a 2-piece. And NU Anarchy will get the second hard point, Cuckoo.
Was actually taken out as well, and now no one actually got the next hard point here. NU Anarchy trying to get into, but PDR Reborn. Oh, with Yaku just killing him off. What a shot there, AJ.
Yeah, man. I mean, Yaku's just absolutely deadly, right, when it comes to the shotgun gameplay. Kenshi comes in here right now, trying to get it done for his squad. It's PDR Reborn with the hard point yet again. This is like watching Triple V play this against AIM Iloilo. I mean, every single time Triple V came in there, AIM Iloilo got flushed out. This is AIM Iloilo in the making. NU Anarchy, PDR Reborn really making them bow down. But can this be the point where they come back, Google?
Well, let's go ahead and find out. We still have NU Anarchy at 27 points. They need to find a better way to capture or get into position at that hard point, as they always get into that hard point initially, but still PDR Reborn just rushing right in. We have Kenshi here together with J-Ben, and J-Ben able to actually kill off one, but not trying to secure their hard point. But oh no, it's like PDR Reborn got the hard point one more time here, and they're just eating off the way now for this map.
Yeah, man, PDR Reborn looking for a commanding victory here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. NU Anarchy, no matter what they try, don't seem to be able to do anything about it. Kenshi comes through, gets removed from the equation. Smoke coming in there to see if or not he can take back the hard point. And NU Anarchy will go ahead to do it for themselves for just a few seconds. 10 seconds in total, but take a quick look at the map. PDR Reborn is already at the Blue Radar station because they are all set to lock down the container area right now, Cuckoo. And once they do that, the next hard point will go to them. Can they hold out? Because they won't be able to close off the game even if they do complete all the points here just yet.
Right, and if they want, if they have to capture the hard point now, they don't need PDR Reborn at and like trying to fight it off, able to capture that hard point, but still PDR Reborn just really wanting to get that win even more.
Yeah, man, I mean, they're not letting this go at all. They have flushed out NU Anarchy from the Blue Radar station. Although, granted, it's quite surprising that NU Anarchy didn't really send in the whole battalion as a squad to take over the radar station. They just sent in 2 players at one time. Here comes Smoke right now. War Machine gameplay. Oh, but XS1 right outside. Can Smoke move in here for the takedown? Yes, he does! Beautiful shot, Cuckoo.
Wow, what a beautiful shot there to Yobabs with that XS1 Goliath. But now, we are now switching over to the next part. The score is in favor of NU Anarchy. They have to capture it as soon as possible, because if not, they're going to lose this fight.
Oh, they are already losing this fight, and you know what? If PDR Reborn does not get evicted within the next 15 seconds, that's exactly what would have been done. NU Anarchy losing this fight to PDR Reborn, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And I feel like there's just no comeback in here. Because just from the way they've played it thus far, they've been utterly decimated by PDR Reborn.
Yeah, it was hard to watch for NU Anarchy fans there to see that they were not able to actually get closer to the score of PDR Reborn. And I saw there where Jabin and another guy from PDR Reborn pushed that one hard point all to like in sync. Like it's like doing dance steps, you know. It's like all at the same time. And I think they have a better strategy here compared to NU Anarchy when it comes to hardpoint. But we're going to move forward here, AJ, to Search and Destroy, which is, again, a much different gameplay compared to Map 1.
Absolutely right. And this is that opportunity for NU Anarchy to make a comeback. And it's quite surprising because I believe that NU Anarchy is such a strong squad. They should have been able to take that game slightly better. But, you know, I guess PDR Reborn is just the better squad, especially on Summit when it comes to hardpoint. But Crossfire, Search and Destroy is going to be such a different game altogether, Cuckoo. Those snipers are definitely going to be calling this game. The choppers are definitely going to try to swing the momentum into each other's sides. And you know those Fennec gameplays are going to come out as well, right? I'm curious to see if or not we have heavy KRM action in here as well.
Yeah, I'm interested with the Fennec gameplay and also the KRM, but I want to see a lot of sniping highlights here at Crossfire, and it might be a long game here in our Search and Destroy map, but again, we'll see with NU Anarchy and PDR Reborn.
Yeah, man. So I don't know, right? The first few rounds might be able to tell us exactly how this match is going to go, because NU Anarchy, something seems to be missing from the mix today, right? Because that wasn't their full, you know, firepower, if I may say, for game number 1. That just didn't look like the usual NU Anarchy. Maybe it was just PDR Reborn's beautiful ability to, you know, lock them down and not allow them to shine. Can we see that happening again? If it happens again, then maybe we can confirm it. PDR Reborn might just be NU Anarchy's kryptonite.
Right, and NU Anarchy can actually get a chance here to lead the way, because one's on the attacking side, AJ, and PDR on the defense side. We'll go ahead and see if NU Anarchy is going to go for that win.
Basically coming in here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It looks like it's a 4-on-4 situation. Interesting way it's turned around. But it looks all equal right now. Yaku going in for the shot. Oh, beautiful. Comes out of it with the takedown as well.
Right, and now I see the defense. Looks like PDR Reborn will be able to defuse the bomb. AJ, and they will take the first round of the Search and Destroy. What a play there for for PDR Reborn. So nice.
Well, here you go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. PDR Reborn still trying to stomp their dominance down in this match. NU Anarchy, they have been struggling thus far with the 2 takedowns coming in from Smoke and Open earlier. Can they continue that momentum? Go in here for those takedowns. But Kenshi coming in, shutting Skirt down so early in the game. NU Anarchy once again coming in here a little wingless.
Oh, what shot there coming from HG, taking out with that sniper. And I really love those sniping shots here from these players. And now we're down to a
Contact with enemy.
AJ.
Well, if the 3v3 can do anything for NU Anarchy, hopefully the time is now, because, you know, they haven't been, you know, performing at their very best. Maybe that can be what switches their momentum. Maybe that can be the time where things all start changing for them. PDR Reborn coming in here with Jamin, going in there for those blind snipes, just hoping to get lucky, but doesn't strike anything. Bayman, exact same thing in here. Arctic 50 gameplay. There is your bumps right there in front of him, and he takes that shot beautifully.
What a wall bang there, sniping out one of the players of NU actually Reborn, and now going to be a 2v3 situation. Planting the bomb now is NU Anarchy, and now down to one player standing is Kenshi. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to win this one. And that's Kenshi here trying to check out where the other players are. Damon now just clearing out, and ooh, he has the bat, and he's going to be able to kill him off. What a play there. Baseball bat gameplay, AJ.
Oh, that baseball bat gameplay just does come out once in a while, man. I mean, the players are continuously trying to taunt their opponents in here. NU Anarchy, maybe PDR might just be the ones who will be able to stop them and also pay them back a little bit for those bad gameplays. Kenshi shots in there, misses, but it's all good for the time being, because it is still a 5 versus 5 situation. Flex making it a 5 versus 4. They'll make it 5 versus 3. They'll make it 5 versus 2. Flex on fire!
But he's going to be taken out here by Smoke, and now Kenshi will be able to take out Smoke as they win that third round. What a play there coming from Flex, just killing off 3 players in a row, just flexing off
Defend the objective.
that gameplay that he has. And now we're going in on our 4th round. Now bomb early here for NU Anarchy. Able to plant the bomb. 5 situation here for either of the team. Jabin just waiting for someone to peek at that window. Kenshi doing the same thing. There's a lot of snipers here waiting for NU Anarchy, AJ. Now Yaku here. Ooh, down to 3v3, but now Flex will be taken out by Skurd. Now down to 2v2. Ooh, who will win this one, guys? Oh, it will be NU Anarchy down to 2 players versus 1, and Owen will be able to find the last guy, and that was Yaku. It is now tie 2-2 for our search and destroy. Hopefully AJ can be back here now, as we are now at round 5. Again, NU Anarchy doing that early plant of the bomb. I think it's not going to their advantage, because PDR Reborn has found out a way to eliminate them, even though they plant the bomb that early. But now Flex here pushing in, as Owen will be taken out. Bayman will take out Flex as well. It is a 3v4 situation. Advantage to PDR Reborn.
Yaku coming in here, blind shots once again, hoping to be able to get lucky, Cuckoo. But I don't think it's gonna be that easy, right? Because NU Anarchy with their positioning, they don't want to lose any more players. Kurt Bayman, Aski in here, beautiful shot coming in from Bayman, and Yaku has been taken out of the equation. He equals things up in here. It's a 3-on-3 situation. Can Bayman go in here for yet another takedown? Jamin right there in front of him, yet another wall shot coming in from Bayman. I will not be surprised, Cuckoo. Ah!
Oh, wow. What a shot there coming from Jabin, as now we're down to a 3v2 situation. This is what I like with these 2 teams. They are really fighting to their very, very best, AJ. And now looks like NU Anarchy right on the bomb site right now is HG. Oh, and Skirt actually is the one right there. Jabin able to find him with that sniper. 1 player standing for NU Anarchy.
You know, it's so difficult to take on squads who are at this level, man. So this here is Call of Duty Mobile perfection, right? Because they know exactly where each and every single one of those camping spots are. And not only do they know that, they also know how to wall bang you to perfection. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. At that point, we will switch sides over. PDR will be in here with the lead. NU Anarchy, once again, playing catch-up, Google.
Yeah, playing catch-up is NU Anarchy, and they have to find a different game plan right now in Search and Destroy, as PDR Reborn already found out that formula that they're actually doing. And look at Javen. Javen trying to wait out on someone there. Let's see if he can get one, AJ.
Well, whether or not he gets one, it will be able to decide the course of how they take this, because Flex has got the bomb in here. They want to be able to take down at least one player before they go in there, squeeze in for that plant. PDR Reborn has been doing absolutely perfect thus far, but on the attacking side, will their luck change? Will their performance be impacted, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? That's exactly what we are about to find out. NUA still in here with the two snipes, keeping a very close watchful eye.
Target down.
Oh, and Bayman with a nice shot there, taking out Flex, but Javen will take one down as well. They're actually trying to get that bomb planted at the B site, but again, NU Anarchy was able to stop that, and now it's going to be a 4v4 situation. Owen just waiting for someone to come in here, but again, they have to focus on the bomb as well, because someone might pick it up and someone might plant that bomb right at B site. It is where it is right now.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It is a 4-on-4 situation with Bayman out of the question already. Ace key right now gets removed as well. Oh, beautiful double takedown coming in. Partnership between Skurd and his teammate Kenshi tries to make things a little bit more even. A 2-on-2. Kenshi now gets removed from this by smoke, and it looks like NU Anarchy wants this more at the moment, Kuku.
Wow, this is so amazing, AJ. Like each team trying out their best, and now we're tied at 3-3. It's kind of like the same as what we saw earlier between VVV and AIM Iloilo, but this time around, it is actually, I don't know who to root on here. I don't know who's gonna win, but B-side now with the bomb, PDR Reborn losing one there, as Yaku and Flex will be taken out. Oh no.
Well, it's a 5-on-3, and NU Anarchy trying to make a comeback in here. PDR Reborn on the attacking side, bomb on the ground, but right now they need to defend, and Bayman is trying to get lucky with his bat yet again. Javen goes in here for the push. Oh, a quick defusal. Javen out of it already. Bayman beautifully done.
It's not over yet. Ready up.
What a beautiful play there by NU Anarchy. Three of them, or I think two of them pushed at the side there, B side, and one tried to defuse the bomb. So that's one of the things that you can actually do there if you are in the numbers advantage. Now we are now at round number 8 here on Search and Destroy. Will NU Anarchy stop PDR Reborn to win here in this round? Let's see, find out here, AJ. Who's gonna win? Jaden just waiting, it actually opens it right.
Well, PDR Reborn is the one on the trail right now. NU Anarchy has lost Owen, which means they are at risk of just evening things out with PDR Reborn, something NU Anarchy does not want. Bayman might have gotten that shot off if he did not scope out at that very moment. Bomb getting placed on the ground right now, and that's a plant, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Bravo is the name of the spot. How will they go back in here for the takeover?
And looks like, AJ, you know what? PDR Reborn is more focused on planting the bomb. If you saw earlier, before this round, 4 of them are at the same position, and one of them was trying to plant the bomb, but now they are able to plant the bomb and able to put pressure for NU Anarchy, and they will be able to get that win. So it's now a tied 4-4 for search and
Destroy
destroy.
the objective.
Oh, absolutely, man. And what a beautiful way they went in there for that shutdown gameplay. NU Anarchy right now, they are all speechless. 4 versus 4 on the scoreboard. 2 more rounds. Which one is it going to be, Google?
I'm not really sure. It's kind of an even matchup right now, AJ. I can't really pick who will try to win this, but look at HJ able to knock out Yaku with the sniper, but no, Kenshi will find smoke with that sniper as well. Oh my goodness, AJ.
Ooh, Bayman still on the hold here. It's a 4-on-4 situation. I mean, both of these squads taking it so slow against each other. Bayman, Thermite gameplay. Is he gonna hit it? No, he misses just a little bit more. He should have been able to get that in there. Bayman still on that Arctic 50. Aski still being I mean, they can't go in here for the push, man. NU Anarchy are on a handicap right now. They need to go in here for the defense, but PDR is just fishing them out and snuffing them one by one, Cuckoo.
And it looks like their game plan of planting the bomb is actually working things out, as they're gonna now be on match point. PDR Reborn still leading this matchup. NU Anarchy needs to find a better way to win now. Again, they're on the defensive side. Looks like they're not really having fun defending this game.
No, they're definitely not having fun, man. They expected to come in here. Bayman wanted a few more bats, you know, but I don't think he's going to be able to get that right. PDR Reborn coming in here to teach NU Anarchy a little bit of manners by the looks of it. Kenshi as he takes down Smoke with a headshot. It's a 5-on-4 situation. NU Anarchy has not been able to respond to most of the questions posed by PDR Reborn. And right now, there is the plant. Yet again, Gugu forcing NU Anarchy to come in for the push.
But looks like Skirt here now pushing at the B side. There's Flex and another guy on the right side. Oh, they're trying to go for the defusal, but they're now down to 2 last players against 4, and now 4v1 situation. Bayman will actually be taken out only HG. Oh, and that's the baseball bat gameplay. Another one there. Flex got hit by the bat.
At least he had fun towards the very end, right?
Right, AJ, and again, NU Anarchy just showing off at that last round. They knew when they lost that 3 players at the very end that they don't have any chance anymore. So they went for that baseball bat gameplay, showing off. Again, congratulations to PDR Reborn winning that search and destroy.
Yeah, I mean, and getting just those 2 points has put PDR Reborn right now on top of that leaderboard, Cuckoo. And can they extend their win by a little bit more? Because currently the leaders are RTL Legacy, and they will be taking on NRX UNKNOWN later on, right? So depending on how RTL does that, we might be able to see PDR remaining at the top of the board today. And thus far, one more. Can they get it done? NU Anarchy, is that comeback even possible?
Well, I'm not really sure with NU Anarchy right now. They have to do a regroup. They have to talk things out. They have to make their communication better here, as we're now going to move on to domination. We might see another donut, AJ, but let's see if NU Anarchy can get that one win over PDR Reborn. Let's go ahead and see that once we start the domination round.
Absolutely, man. So domination, right? We want to be able to see NU Anarchy go in here for the full-on push. But once again, this one is going into one of the Mustachio's most hated domination maps, right? This is going to be Meltdown. Dude, this map is huge. It's crazy. The paradox of how just the different game mode changes the way the map is used. Meltdown, right? is that one map that just comes in there and just muddles up your mind, right? Because you've got the main locations, right? Your research institute, the office, and then you've got house A and B together with Baked Chimney, right? And these are your main buildings. And you've got your sub buildings in the background as well. You know, you've got the cooling pool to, you know, round around in case you want to recapture your alpha. You're going to be using the generator aisles as well as the loading areas to get behind just to capture that Charlie point as well as a distraction to allow you to control that Bravo point, right? So many ways this map can be played, Cuckoo. I'm really interested to see how or what sort of a strategy these two teams bring in.
And remember, AJ, NU Anarchy picked this map. So let's see if they can actually get a chance here against PDR Reborn, as they already got their Alpha and Charlie. So only the B side for the Bravo. Like what you mentioned earlier, AJ, this Bravo is really hard to capture.
It's easy to capture. That's the annoying part about it, right? It's easy to capture, but it's so difficult to defend because it's so open.
Oh yeah, it's the other way around.
Yeah, at any point you know your opponents are gonna come in and you don't know where they're coming in from. You can't smoke, but then you blind yourself out as well. Your best bets are gonna be something like a transform shield. I've seen one squad build a 4-man transform shield around the Bravo area just to keep the opponents out. And that's something that works, right? And I haven't seen any other squads come in here and employ such creative methods at all. And being able to hold on to Bravo really calls the path of the game.
Well, maybe NU Anarchy right now only has Alpha. Maybe they can try to push at the C or the Charlie area instead of the Bravo. And looks like they are going for Bravo here. Like what you have said, it is hard to defend this Bravo, as now PDR Reborn trying to wait to defend actually.
Yeah, I'm surprised NU Anarchy is making this mistake, man, because there's no way they're going to be able to get Bravo back with the way it's currently being defended. Oh, I stand to be corrected right now. A 2-on-1 situation going on. And are they going to be able to win the gunfight? Oh, Yaku's going crazy, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What a beautiful defense coming in there by PDR Reborn. NU Anarchy hasn't been able to touch or take over Bravo side just yet, and they finally do after so long of trying.
Wow, what a play there by Open of NU Anarchy, and they were able now to capture Bravo, and it looks like PDR Reborn now on the edge of their seats. They have that Bravo site, and ooh, they're trying to go for that triple capture here. Owen trying to get that DJ. Is it possible?
Yeah, man. I mean, he very cheekily tried to go in there, but I believe that was a decoy just to get the players from PDR Reborn to back away from the Bravo side. You know, thin the herd and then slay the crap out of them, right? That is the tactic NU Anarchy is trying to go for right now. They need to keep the players from PDR Reborn away from Bravo no matter what. A few ways they can employ this. They can go in here for a spawn locker, right? They can just lock them down at their spawns. Don't let them approach Bravo or Alpha at all. They can also just have one guy go in there for the decoy and attempt to disturb Charlie every so now and then. But thus far, with the attempted spawn lock, Cuckoo, I think they've done just enough.
Yeah, it is actually enough. They have the lead now as NU Anarchy is now up 64-61. Looks like Bravo site trying to be captured by PDR Reborn, but again, this is a really hard task here for either sides, PDR Reborn or NU Anarchy. Looks like they're trying to get an A now, but no, I think they will not be able to get A. As Smoke with that drop shot, what a play there coming from Smoke.
Yeah, so beautifully attempted by PDR Reborn, but very badly executed, right? They sent in just one player to just go in there and tease the red gate area, and they're not going to be able to get that sort of a push, right? I mean, what made them think one player is going to be able to pull that off? PDR Reborn, you don't really expect mistakes like that from them, but I guess that's what we get, man. NU Anarchy as well as PDR picking up Alpha as well as Charlie for themselves. NU Anarchy attempting that Bravo pickup so early.
Bravo right now being challenged by either of the teams. No one wants to give that Bravo. But again, we see here, Demors just killing off everybody. What a play there, but nope, Kenshi will stop him.
Oh, beautiful. But he has just done enough to distract PDR Reborn, right? NU Anarchy right now going in. Bravo capture. Tempted. Will they be able to finish this off? The one more player. Oh, no, he's not going to be able to. PDR should be able to clear off his markers. But what a great attempt there coming in from NU Anarchy, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. Are they going to be able to swish the players from PDR right now out of the Bravo area? XS1 Goliath moving in, but 39 HP left. Oh, the XS1 has been wasted even before it reaches the destination.
Yeah, it is wasted here, but looks like PDR Reborn already got the Bravo site here and able to defend it really well, but nope. Now the AG getting killed there, but nope, Smoke's trying to push it. They're just waiting on the side there. They're trying to push their way in at Bravo now, AJ, but PDR Reborn really good with defense. Looks like NU Anarchy able to get it now.
Absolutely right. Well, it's all on guerrilla warfare right now. NU Anarchy, PDR Reborn, they said, you know what, we are not going to waste our time going in for the flanks. We're just going to go in here and push all out for Bravo. You and me, mano a mano. Let's see who can battle it out and get it right. And by the way they're taking it on, NU Anarchy has been able to slug it out and fight their way through. They are in the lead right now, but for how long? PDR Reborn has shown us time and time again that they can make a comeback, especially against NU Anarchy. This is the opportunity to shut them down, Cuckoo.
And now we see there the XS1 Goliath here for NU Anarchy. This might be their redeem here. Earlier we saw the XS1 Goliath getting wasted, but now they have the lead here. 2.5 minutes left, and Demors just exploding everyone at the B side. But now C's actually taken by PDR. Oh no! I thought it was going to be taken. AJ, all right.
Yeah, but the cluster strikes coming in here just to hold PDR Reborn off. Very well played by NU Anarchy. Surprising that we are only seeing this side of NU Anarchy so late in the game. And I guess this is why they picked that map. At the end of the day, domination on Meltdown is super difficult. And it takes a squad with the caliber of NU Anarchy to master it. And I think they've done well for themselves.
They have a reason why they picked this map as the score. They are about to win this matchup. AJ, wow, really good plays here coming from NU. And I thought from midway through that they were losing this one, but they were able to take back Bravo and able to take map number 3. AJ, nice play here for NU.
Yes. So they get one in there, which means they kind of, equalize with RTL Legacy. But RTL Legacy is definitely going to be able to hold their spot above them because they've got lesser matches lost thus far, right? And that only puts PDR Reborn at the top of our board, ladies, German boys and girls. What an effort thus far by the PDR family. And they have gotten exactly what they came out here for. Cuckoo, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. With those 2 additional points here for PDR Reborn, they're now on top number 1 in a scoreboard. We still have RTL Legacy, VVV Esports, and NU Anarchy tied with 10 points each. So we're gonna see after the end of this day number 5, will be top number 1. We still have a couple more matchups left here. AJ, right?
Yep, absolutely right. Just 2 more series left in here. 67, 150, 4-6. PDR Reborn. They took the first 2 matches. NU Anarchy making a late comeback in here. Very surprising performance coming in from the NU squad, but that's what happens, right? Sometimes you've got your good days. Sometimes they just are bad days. So best of luck to NU Anarchy to make a comeback later on. But this is also an opportunity, Cuckoo, because NU Anarchy has slipped up right now. It's going to be allowing those other squads to catch up on the leaderboard, right? Because the points, as far as, PDR Esports or Triple V Esports are concerned, they're not too far away. They're just a couple of series away from catching up to them.
Right, you are correct indeed there. And one of the other teams also who can get over NU Anarchy would be PDR Esports, which is another team from PDR. And again, with VVV Esports, RTL Legacy as well, again, they can get through the scoreboard as well. We now see here the highlights, AJ.
Yeah, man, the highlights. I mean, do we have to go through this? Of course, we have to go through this again. PDR Reborn, NU Anarchy. I mean, NU Anarchy, they were taken apart methodically by PDR. But it wasn't really that sort of technical gameplay where they won with their map awareness and their game skills, because NU Anarchy is quite equal when it comes to their strategies and their ability within the game, which is why we always see Bayman running around with the bat, because they're so confident and they're so capable of winning matches in this tournament. But the problem is, coming up against PDR Reborn today, PDR Reborn was so good, they kept NU Anarchy on their toes throughout the whole time that we barely had any time to see those melee weapons come out for a peek, Cuckoo.
Right, and like what you said, the baseball bat, you can't just do that to PDR Reborn. I mean, you might get one or two kills with a baseball bat, but again, now you are fighting against one of the top tier teams here in this group stages. You better go for your best, and NU Anarchy to find their way back at the last matchup, which was in domination. And again, kudos to both teams. Actually, that was a really intense match, to be honest with you, AJ.
Yeah, it was definitely an intense match, the final one in here. And I really feel like this was won because of the map pick by NU Anarchy, right? Because coming in here, you really need a lot of experience playing on this map, Cuckoo, and being able to time your rotations, being able to decide exactly when are you going to go in there and try to reset your opponent's spawn, or try to go and force a distraction over at the opposite side of the map. It really takes a lot of calculation, right? And I feel like NU Anarchy confidently chose that map because they knew that PDR Reborn was not going to be easy to go up in a one-on-one on. And rightfully so, man. Lucky for them for picking that map, because if not, I fear that could have been an easy 3-0.
Yeah, it could have been an easy donut, but no, we're not going to get a donut this time around, AJ. We saw from both teams, actually. We saw the from both teams. I mean, comparing the previous matchup, which was VVV and AIM Iloilo, we saw from both teams that they were really fighting to get that #1 spot in that scoreboard. And we saw there that PDR Reborn wants it, and now they're up on top. Now they have to secure the top #1 spot here against VVV Esports, RTL Legacy. We still have RTL Legacy here coming, guys. So you better watch out, PDR Reborn.
Absolutely, man. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, on that note, let's take a quick short break, 3 minutes, and we'll be right back.
I see, 10 minutes na lang, kakain na.
Opo.
Ate! Tawag ka daw ni Mami, magugas ka daw ng plato!
Schoolworks na naman. Wait. Code muna.
Bilab, tara na! 10 minutes na lang!
Aalis nga pala. Kaso mag-BBR pa kami.
Ano pwedeng gawin?
Ano
Dapat
pwedeng
fast game lang.
Oo nga pala. BR Blitz!
Basic! Hindi ako na mag-aaral. Tapos na po ako dito.
Yun! Ready na ako.
Let's go! Schoolworks time.
Yun! Ano na, Willa? Tapos na ako maglaro. Di ka pa mabihis?
Fast game lang.
Solid to! Fast game lang!
Nice! Fast game.
Fast game lang!
NRX incoming.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the Philippines National Championships. My name is AJ, and this is the one and only Cuckoo TV. Here joining me on the commentary table, we have got XDG Dynasty and PDR Esports coming up next. But before we get into the details, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, make sure you let us know in the comment section as to who is the squad you are supporting, even if they've already won, or are you still waiting for the matchup of the squad that you love? Comment section right now. Cuckoo TV, where are you tuning in from, man?
Tuning in on actually both Facebook and YouTube. So I do check on both live streams. I try to check my face, your face as well. Someone actually said that you kind of look a bit of sad with the outcome. Are you?
I don't know, man. PDR Reborn, NU Anarchy, it's what you get, right? Those two squads, there's just no calling it between those two. And I think both of them are amazing squads, man. But as we jump in here right now, the standings, Cuckoo, walk us through, man.
Oh, yeah, we have here the standings. As I said earlier, AJ, PDR Reborn now got the #1 spot here over RTL Legacy, and RTL Legacy still has a game here, which is going to be against NRX UNKNOWN later on. But again, we have XDG Dynasty versus PDR Esports. Looking at the standings of both teams, AJ, PDR Esports currently at 5th place, XDG Dynasty currently at last place, and they have to find a way. What I'm talking about is XDG Dynasty. If you don't know, AJ, from the last year's PH Championship, XDG actually got top #3. So
yeah, man. So
they have history here, right?
Yeah, so getting the top 3 there and being able to come into this tournament yet again and be able to perform the same, I don't think it's gonna be that easy, right? Because, you know, Call of Duty Mobile just turned 1 year old just recently. Back then, there weren't really that many pro teams for Call of Duty Mobile. In the community right now, we've got an overflowing number of pro squads. We've got an overflowing number of teams that are attempting to become pro squads as well, because everybody sees the dream and the dream is attainable, right? So obviously the competition is going to get a little bit more tougher, man. But speaking of tougher competition, didn't, Call of Duty Mobile also step up the prize pool? You were talking to me about that a little bit earlier.
Yeah, definitely. The prize pool from last year was only like around 8,000 USD, but the prize pool it is now at 15 US dollars. So a bigger prize pool for all these pro teams. And like what you said, before last year, there were like a bit of less pro teams out there, but now there's a lot more. So this will basically like give them more encouragement to play better with more prize pool and with more opportunities going like into the World Championship as well, right, AJ?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. On that point, though, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, XDG Dynasty and PDR Esports needs to get through that journey. So for map #1, Summit is where we play after Standoff as well as Crossfire gets banned off. Search and Destroy as we move into map #2. Standoff and Crash gets banned off. And it looks like we will rendezvous at the Meltdown section. And Domination as we move into game #3, Cuckoo. firing range and summit gets banned off, and we will bring this down into crossfire. So 3 very, very interesting maps, different paces through those gameplays, right? But going back to what you were saying, man, I absolutely agree with you. As the community grows, Call of Duty Mobile, Garena's stepping it up as well, increasing that prize pool to keep that community happy and to keep these players, continuously back in here to battle it up to the top, right? And we see those squads growing more and more by the day. I truly believe that, these qualifier stage, these group stages, any one of these teams, if they were, playing in the Garena qualifiers or, the national championships of last year, the champs back then would have had a tough time too, man.
Yeah, definitely. And it might be a different champion from last year. It might not be the famous NRX Jeremiah 2911, right? It might be a
absolutely
different one.
correct.
Now we're going to start with our hardpoint XDG Dynasty versus PDR Esports. Let's see who will win this one. I have my bet on PDR Esports, AJ. How about you?
You're taking the easy pick one day. The XDG Dynasty. They had a lot of promise when they were coming in here, but they just don't seem to be performing at all, man. We haven't seen XDG bring out that spark of brilliance that we were expecting. Diowi has been very, very subdued. Serious Zero. Kitsune, sometimes you see some spots of brilliance from him. Lawrence as well, but not always. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's a problem with XDG. And from last year, they were really good. They had a lot of lineup changes, and now 2021 PH Championship, they are having a hard time against all of these other teams, and now they're up against PDR Esports, who is now dominating this hard point, currently leading the way, doubling up their scores against XDG.
But are you surprised though at this point?
I'm not really surprised. We haven't seen much of XDG. Like it's kind of like AIM Iloilo, wherein we try to call in, calling them out actually made them better. But now, like you said, now they're currently at the bottom. So calling them out here in this matchup that we have right now, maybe might give them more encouragement here, but it looks like they are not having fun right now.
Oh, they don't have fun at all. PDR Esports seems to be whipping them all around this summit map right now, and there's nothing that they can do to make a comeback, because every single time XDG forces their way into the hard point, the PDR Esports just finds a way to flush them out. And look at Jello coming in here right now, KRM action, and just like that, there you go, PDR is back. Oh, beautiful comeback by Zero, and they will have to still move. Why? Because that hard point is gonna switch.
Yeah, it is gonna switch now, and still, I think XDG has the hard point right now, but looks like Biliones, PDR Esports now try to take it over. Young J is gonna have Kitsune there. Another one for Young J. Looks like XDG Dynasty, they're trying to do a comeback here.
XDG, they seem to be trying, man. There's just some sort of a flavor still missing in here. Kitsune, beautiful takedown, but is gonna get wiped out because of his health. No matter what XDG tries, XDG is not able to get the hard point away from PDR Esports. And right now, rookie mistake coming in from XDG, because since they start camping, they're also allowing PDR Esports to come here for the push. Only one person is just holding those points for PDR Esports back there at the cable car platform. And what does XDG think? They think that they have successfully managed to hold on to the next hard point. Look at PDR coming here and rip through them just like that.
Yeah, just Jello just passing through like a tank and exploding everybody up. And right now, AJ, PDR Esports is able to take the
I don't understand that, man. I really do not understand the way they played that, because even if you think about it, right, if you leave one person to take care of that blue radar station for the activation of the next hardpoint and send 4 of your players to attempt to at least take away 10 or 11 seconds off of the cable car platform, you would have succeeded. And what's the worst case scenario if you die? You respawn back all the way near to the blue radar station just in time to capture your hard point. So it was simple maths there. XDG just didn't take advantage of their map.
Bring it up, squad.
Right, and the rotation is what we're talking about here, AJ. XDG Dynasty's rotation not really as far as PDR Esports, and it's like they're gonna win this one with 15 points left that they need to take in here, as J is obliterating 0 there.
Yeah, so it's just PDR Esports textbook win here at Summit. They did everything right. They didn't allow XDG to force their way through. And that was it. It was a very, very somber ending towards the very end, because, you know, even XDG knew there was no way they were going to come back from that. PDR Esports played that to perfection.
Yes, indeed. And it is a one-sided game, to be honest with you, AJ. PDR Esports just completely dominated XDG Dynasty in that map, and we're gonna move on to Search and Destroy, which if I remember it correctly, it's gonna be on Meltdown, right? So with
Absolutely
Meltdown,
correct, yeah.
we saw AIM Iloilo VVV Esports. We might see another type of game, but again, looking at the hardpoint match, they have to a way to better their rotation, and to maybe I think it's going to be the communication as well is what they're having a hard time with, right, AJ?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Let's see if or not they'll be able to fix all of that by the time we go back into round number 2. And that would be Search and Destroy at Meltdown, as you said, Cuckoo. 49-150. That is the defeat that XDG Dynasty has faced at the hands of PDR Esports. As we go into game number 2, can this be any different? Because I mean, let's not also forget, Cuckoo, that this was XDG's map pick, which they just got beaten on. And the next one is going to be PDR's map pick. So the advantage, once again, is already there. And things are all working towards a PDR donut.
Yeah, and we might see another donut here, AJ, here on our third matchup. Like what you said, the pick, the Meltdown pick is coming from PDR Esports. So this is going to be a big advantage for them. And XDG Dynasty, they have to find that missing piece in their gameplay. And I think they need the best communication in this matchup right now, as we now start our Search and Destroy here in Meltdown.
Oh, as we kick things off, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's still a 5-on-5. No early takedowns in this game. Young Jay trying to control the midsection here as he goes in from the flyover. Bomb being planted so early by XDG. A great move by them, but how will they go in here for the defense group?
We'll find out as the B site. Now they planted the bomb here by XDG. Defending it is PDR Esports down the 2v2 situation. Ooh, Locke's able to locate our Lawrence and Yui. What a play there! A couple of kills, and now the defusal. There's still time left, AJ. What a play from PDR Esports.
Yeah, man. Locke's just getting 3 kills back to back. Beautiful positioning. If you manage to see the way he moved, right? He moved section by section. He moved to one section. He looked around. He tried to spot around whether or not there was an opponent there. He saw one. He took them down immediately after the takedown. Slides into action into another location. So he's got some cover. And such a beautifully tactical way to execute that move. And he did it so well, man. 3 very well deserving kills. Locke's coming in here again, but Kitsune shutting him down so early in the match.
And you're correct with that one. It was just so quick. I can't even move that way if I play MP and Zero able to actually kill off Millones. But Young Jay with a drop shot able to kill him off. Ooh, but PDR Esports got wiped out, and it is now a 1-1 score here on Search and Destroy. Are you surprised with that, AJ?
No, man. I'm glad to see XDG step it up in this game, right? Because the way they have been taking their games thus far, it doesn't show the guts that they usually display in competitions, right? They've been backing away from these engagements a little too much. Kitsune going in here this time. He might be able to get this snipe if that player makes that one mistake. Oh, that flame helping just to give a little bit of cover, making Kitsune not get that shot. Young Jay goes in, takes down a Zero. What a beautiful opening. Young Jay once again. Kitsune down with a headshot. And XDG are on a crazy handicap. Call me referee. Make them throw the towel in. PDR Esports has awakened.
Yes, they have awakened, and XDG Dynasty not yet ready for prime time, AJ, as they were wiped out that easily. What a quick wipeout there for PDR Esports.
Yeah, man, XDG didn't see that coming, but I guess, you know, PDR just wants to stomp their foot of authority in this game early. But look at XDG come back in there right now, taking it a 5 versus 3, locks right in front of him. Serious strip mine has been set up, goes in here for the plant right now. DOE on the lookout. He might have a visitor with him in a moment. Trophies is still getting destroyed by Young Jay. One beautiful snipe in there for Lawrence. Turns around, tries to get another one, but nobody makes that mistake. Young Jay goes in here for the push and a beautiful takedown yet again on Zero. Can he scope in, scope out? Pistol comes out. MW11 Serious shuts him down, and it is an all-out takedown. PDR in here, and they will get the defusal as well. Cuckoo.
Ready for the next round.
At first, at that very moment on that round, I thought XDG Dynasty will be able to get the win there, but PDR Esports able to adjust through the adversity, AJ. And again, they're now leading with 3-1 in the Search and Destroy map.
Yeah, it's very hard to be surprised at this at all. Ooh, look at that. I think I saw a player up on the silos there. Jello was that. Ooh, and he gets taken down. Very, very interesting positioning coming in from Jello. But I think it was just a little too adventurous. Millones is taking down Zero right now. Goes in for yet another takedown. Lawrence snuffed out as well. PDR looking for yet another point in here. Millones! Dovey has been eliminated. And it's a 3-on-2 situation. Millones on freaking fire. And that Fennec gameplay. But Millones doesn't get to stand up. Serious takes him down. And Rage finishes that round. Beautifully played by PDR Esports.
What a beautiful play there. Again, specifically for Millones. In English, it's millions, AJ. So, again, Millones from PDR Esports showing us why he deserves to be in this spotlight right now. And now 4-1 is the score. I don't think XDG can try to get another win here, AJ.
I mean, coming into the series itself, we kind of, knew what was going to happen, All I want to see is the best outcome in terms of XDG just throwing themselves at PDR Esports in the best way possible and trying to win these engagements. Because, come on, the scoreboard kind of paints out the game and the day already, right? Might as well go in there and take a risk. And who knows what can, get you, man. I mean, AIM Iloilo tried to break away from the usual style of gameplay. Oh, Young Jay with the early takedown. Kitsune, Young Jay once again, Zero, double headshot.
What a shot there coming from Young Jay, and now one thing, which is our Lawrence will get killed there by Lost, and now PDR Esports 5-1 going for the match point. This is so sad for the XDG Dynasty fans out there. You better cheer them up, because sometimes, AJ, you know what? If you cheer your team a lot on the comment section, they get more encouragement, right?
Yes, they do. But look at the way XDG is playing this right now, man. They started this off so beautifully. And right now, they are just playing this game all over the place. I don't even see their game plan, right? And whatever their game plan has, come to be thus far, PDR Esports has been able to snuff that out. Look at PDR right now, coming here for the push. Joey, Millones goes in for a 2-piece. Kitsune a 2-piece for himself as well. Trying to even up the squad. Kitsune with the 3rd piece. Range takes down 0. Joey coming in here, panic gameplay. PDR versus Kitsune. Kitsune still alive. Rage going after him. KRM action. Kitsune still alive. And Kitsune finally taken down by Rage. How? Okay, wait. First of all, how did Kitsune survive that? Secondly, how did Kitsune not manage to take him down? Did he run out of bullets?
He was probably reloading. He was trying to back out there. AJ, we didn't really see the point of view of Kitsune, but he got pistoled at the very end by PDR Esports. And again, 6-1 is the score. Total domination for Search and Destroy. Let's try to go back here, AJ, while we're at it, looking at the match results here with the 2 maps that we have, and look at the one-sided victories by PDR Esports.
All-out domination so far by PDR, man. 150-49, 6-1. I mean, as we go into Crossfire, quite honestly, are my hopes up very high for XDG? Not really, right? Because we want to go in there and support them a little bit more. But thus far, I'm not even able to comment on their game strategy because I don't see a game strategy coming in from them. And that's probably the biggest problem going in with XDG Dynasty, right? If you're going to place your bet on XDG Dynasty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I would suggest you hold your money for just a bit until they figure out how they are going to be taking on these matches. I mean, they've got one final chance in here, at least, Cuckoo. We are going to go into domination, and this is going to be at where is it? Crossfire, wasn't it?
Yeah, Crossfire.
Yeah, so let's see how they take this one at least, one. We should be able to see some sort of a strat here.
Yeah, definitely. We will definitely see an adjustment here for XDG Dynasty. But again, the adjustment will be matched by PDR Esports, as we do see from map 1 and map 2 they're adjusted as well, as Young J just getting that first blood off the series of XDG. I think I know now who's going to win this one, AJ.
Okay, so I'm just curious as to what that player was trying to get done there, right? We saw a few objective players immediately trying to run over, but we had a couple of players from XDG camping over at Butch's. But look at the surprising outcome. It is XDG with the capture on Bravo right now, and PDR Esports hasn't gone in there for the attempt. PDR Esports instead is trying to go in for that Charlie capture. Very interestingly with one player, and I believe that is Locks just all by himself. Rage going in here for that backstab, and he manages to get that done. Beautifully taken, and that distraction earns them that Bravo lockdown.
Alright, and XDG too busy actually with the other sites. I think they were too busy at the alpha site, and now triple cap. Oh my goodness, AJ.
No, I tell you, man, getting a triple cap on, this map, right? It's so difficult. It's so difficult unless you are going to be able to, crush your enemies. And that's exactly what PDR Esports is doing to XDG right now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. They are crushing them. XDG doesn't stand a chance against a technical squad like PDR Esports, man.
Friendly Shock RC is coming.
Hey, they're just using their rotations, their planned strategies, and it is working. However, Charlie is now going to be taken by XDG Dynasty. But still, the scores now is far away from each other. We have 3 minutes left here in this round, so let's see if XDG Dynasty can do a comeback here. But it's going to be highly unlikely here. The level of gameplay between these two teams is so much different, AJ.
Way too different. There's no strategy coming in here from XDG. They are all over the place. They went in there for a quick capture. They took it like a textbook domination match. This is not a textbook domination match. You know, when I first became a shoutcaster for Garena Call of Duty Mobile, I was told by one of the staff members from Garena, right, that Mustachio, as you go in here and you shoutcast match after match, you will start seeing the difference between pro players and players who come in there and they're just playing the game, right? And this is an example of a pro team. PDR Esports, man. They know exactly what they're doing. XDG, on the other hand, I'm still trying to figure out what are they trying to do.
Yeah, I'm also thinking the same thing, AJ, and it's like just them doing an unranked match here. But again, we are in the Call of Duty Mobile PH Championship 2021, so they did something in order for them to preserve the spot. But again, right now they're kind of lost right now, and I saw from the comment section they need an intervention.
They definitely need an intervention, man. Someone needs to go and take over as their coach or something, right? Because look at that game strat they just planned out that game strat, and they opened the matchup by running all the way from their spawn straight into Butchers, and they were aiming to capture the Gorilla base at the start of the game to distract PDR Esports. But that was such a silly gameplay because they managed to get to Butchers and then they just waited at Butchers. They didn't proceed, they didn't push forward, and they all died. And that's such a wasteful way to open the game. And look at the amount of points that has ended up in PDR Esports' pocket right now. Young Jay flying around just sniping up, down, left, right, center. They don't care much anymore. They've got such a great lead on this game right now. They can't afford a few mistakes, Google.
Yeah, they cannot really afford to make mistakes here, and they are actually able to get the Bravo site here, AJ. I think they still have time here. They want to do a comeback, but I think it's way too late now. PDR Esports will be able to take back Bravo.
Yeah, and look at this, right? A one-man takeover. At PDR Esports, they do what XDG tries to do. They do successfully what XDG dreams of doing. The thought sometimes is there. The execution just isn't found anywhere. PDR Esports coming in here, teaching XDG how to play this. Jello coming in, Diowi with a beautiful Fennec defense. I mean, with such a small max, sometimes you wonder, how do they take down multiple players?
Well, right now, I'm not sure if XDG knows what they're doing, but PDR is on the verge of getting this third win in a row, and we're going to see another donut here that we're going to eat, AJ. And looks like with 3 wins here with PDR Esports, they will be topping off their other PDR team, which is the Reborn team. And there you go. We're going to have PDR Esports win this map.
I don't know, man. XDG Dynasty is really playing this, and they are not doing themselves any favor whatsoever, right, Kuku? These are basic stuff that you should have been able to kind of sort out in your head at this stage already. We are not supposed to be seeing these sort of, I will call it, man, these are amateur mistakes coming in from XDG, and they are losing mainly because of their game strategies. Well played by PDR Esports, a very, very well-deserved donut.
Yeah, and a well-deserved donut, a one-sided donut indeed. And XDG Dynasty really needs to find a better game plan going forward. And like what I saw from the comment section, they need intervention, AJ. As we see here, the map results for each modes here. Hardpoint getting 150 over 49, 6-1 in Mount, and then Crossfire 150 to 74. So it's not like the 2 previous matchups that we saw. It's really one-sided, and now we are gonna go with another matchup here. I think This is the best matchup of the night. RTL Legacy and NRX UNKNOWN. AJ, what do you think?
RTL Legacy, NRX Unknown. I don't think we should even be asking this question because it's disrespectful towards RTL. They have been slaying their competition thus far in the Philippines National Championship. And I believe they will continue slaying tonight as well. But the underdogs, NRX Unknown, they truly have become the underdogs in this match, man. But before we move our attention there, let's bring it back here, Kuku. XDG, PDR Esports, these are the highlights. Walk us through once again as to how did PDR dismantle XDG today?
Yeah, they totally dismantled XDG Dynasty, as we see here. I mean, we saw some few highlights here coming from Zero with that fat gameplay. But again, PDR Esports able to bounce back, able to capture back those hard points in this match. And then same goes with the Search and Destroy, which we're going to see in a few. We see here Joey from XDG Dynasty trying to defend that hard point. Young Jay, we saw a lot of Young Jay highlights as well, AJ, right?
Yeah, Young Jay always gets those highlights because he's that sort of a player, right? But getting those highlights alone just isn't enough for PDR. They want above and beyond those highlights. It's not just Young Jay that shines through for the squad. Quite a number of them, man. Millones, Jello, Rage. It really depends on the mood that they are playing within that game. And it also depends on what sort of a strategy that they are going in for pulling off, right? Because sometimes you do see Young Jay as the roaming player that just goes around slaying each and every single person in there, right? The distractor whilst you've got the other objective players moving in. And that's what's beautiful about PDR, how they depend on each other and at the end of the day get their wins.
Right, and we might actually see here why Kitsune never really fired back at PDR Esports later on if we see this. But we will see here Young Jay. I remember this highlight wherein Kitsune is trying to get through the window and he will be found by Young Jay. There you go. That is a really good shot there coming from Young Jay. And with all these highlights all together, it's more of the PDR Esports side now going towards the domination round.
Yeah, because quite honestly, the whole series was PDR Esports. XDG were... I'm sorry, XDG. XDG were just bots running around and PDR Esports had a good time warming up. And PDR Esports is still out there looking, hey, can you please send us some competition because we are itching to get in here for a good fight, right? XDG just wasn't that competition PDR was looking for. It was a very, very easy walkover gameplay. And what is good for XDG is that these are all things that can be fixed, right? You can fix these things because if you've managed to, outplay those other teams to get to this point, outplaying these other squads, they're just a few mathematical calculations away.
Yeah, and you're right. If you actually did wrong in all of these matchups from day number 1 until day number 5, you still have the chance for tomorrow to bounce back. And that's one thing that XDG Dynasty can do, to bounce back day after day. And even if the tournament is already over, the next thing that they need to do is go back to the drawing board, find a way to get past all of these top tier teams like PDR Esports and bounce back on the next tournament. I'm not saying that XDG Dynasty doesn't have any chance anymore in this tournament. They still have how many days left? 3 more days left, AJ, right? So again, XDG Dynasty, they really need that intervention coming from maybe someone in their clan or maybe in their team, right?
I don't know. Anybody, right? Anybody. Just go in there, give them a slap, wake them up, and tell them to start playing, right? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, on that note, we'll be taking a quick short break. But when we come back, the most awaited series of the day will kick off. It is RTL Legacy taking on NRX UNKNOWN. Kuku TV and I will be right back.
Hey guys, it's HXS from VVV Esports, and today I will be giving you my best gun and its attachment and also some tips and tricks I use. My best gun is the RTL 50 sniper rifle and the attachments are Assassin Short, although we use skeleton stock, FMJ, MIP stopping power, and staple grip. Tips and tricks. Map awareness. You always have to be aware where your teammates and enemies are at all times. This is why I always look at my map. Having this knowledge lets me use my sniper rifle as a AR or SMG. It makes me an all-around player, even with a sniper. Power positions. I train myself to know the power position in each map. Having control of this gives me an advantage against my enemies, and I can lock down a lane by my own. I make my sniper rifle a lane holder just like I chopper. Thank you guys for watching, and please support VVV Esports from upcoming 2021 COD Mobile Philippine Championships. See ya!
And welcome back here to the Garena's Call of Duty Mobile Philippine Championship 2021. I am one of the casters here. My name is Kuku TV, and I'm with the Mustacho AJ. And look at what he's doing right now. AJ, what are you doing?
Oh no, my C fell out. It's okay, Mustacho. Just don't touch stuff, Mustacho. My fiance puts these things up and she tells me don't touch it once I leave here, and I always touch it and I always drop it, man. And then I gotta call her and come fix stuff again. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have got the final series coming up for you, and I know everybody has been waiting for this. NRX UNKNOWN taking on RTL Legacy. Do me a favor, make sure you guys smash that share button, because this is the most awaited series, and quite a number of people who are waiting for it have already dropped out. They think that, hey, you know what, these matches are going to take a while before we get there, right? So make sure you remind them, make sure you invite them back in here by smashing that share button. NRX UNKNOWN, RTL Legacy to close off the day. What's your call, Kuku? Do you have a pick here?
I will go with Road to Legend to RTL Legacy, AJ. The reason behind that is I'm trying to compare each teams from day number 1 until day number 5, which is right now. And I think RTL Legacy has the momentum.
Oh. Dude, that's like the understatement of the century, right? RTL Legacy has been soaring through thus far. NRX UNKNOWN, on the other hand, they have been hippity-bumpity, hitting each and every single rock in their path, each and every single, speed bump in their path. They are finding it, they're looking for it, and they're going over it. But they seem to be learning as they venture through this journey, right? So let's see if or not enough practice, enough of learning has been done, and whether they can come and put it into practice today. Hard point as we go into match number 1. It is NRX UNKNOWN with the win on the coin toss. They'll ban off firing range and standoff, and therefore the first match will be played at Crossfire.
Oh, really interesting here, AJ. With the hard point not being Summit, NRX will go with Crossfire. But now, going into map number 2, we have the banned maps here, firing range and standoff. RTL Legacy going for those. Let's see which map they will pick, and it'll be Meltdown.
Yeah, so a Meltdown, search and destroy, super straightforward, nice and easy, fairly quick plans you will be able to witness. If the teams do decide to camp out, then the matches will get really, really complicated, right? But of course, a lot of time, if you go in here and waste, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, your squad isn't going to get through. As we go into game number 3, Summit is the map that gets picked, and this is NRX that goes in here picking, right? So NRX, they have got the advantage of picking the places where these showdowns will happen, 2 out of 1 of it. RTL Legacy only gets their say in terms of Meltdown, Kuku TV. You've already taken your pick. You say RTL. I hope NRX will be able to overcome RTL today, because after struggling for so long, if they make today their comeback day and they make their comeback over a squad like RTL, I think that immediately pushes them over as, one of the biggest favorites in the competition. But if they fail to do that, if RTL smashes NRX, that goes to put RTL in the best books of everyone in here today.
Yeah, that would make them the best team as of the moment here. But then again, AJ, I think we're about to start here with our hard point. Again, this is NRX UNKNOWN versus RTL Legacy. Let's see what they do in Crossfire. There you go.
Yeah, man, Wi-Fi going in here. Quick takedown, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And you know, this is going to be Crossfire, which means there are 5 rotation points. We will start off at the central building. 2 floors in there. Not easy to capture at all. You've got about 3 or 4 entrance points in here. Even the window is going to be dangerous. So whoever who's going to go in there and play objectives needs to be on the lookout. Such a difficult place to take over. How will NRX approach this situation, Cuckoo?
Well, looking at it right now, AJ, looks like RTL Legacy able to secure that first hard point. NRX just having a hard time getting right on that second floor, and they have been trying to get through that, but looks like they are getting ready for the next hard point. All of the points now going to RTL Legacy.
Yeah, man. I mean, NRX hasn't been able to do anything for that hard point. And quite honestly, it looks like they didn't even try. They are going in here for the push into the office building instead, hoping that they will be able to put up a staggering defense similar to what RTL has been able to do. But RTL right now going in here with a 3-man push, very bad because it's a 4-on-1 situation so far. But Kevs is doing so well, but not for long. And look at the way the map is positioned. This is going to be the office building, which means NRX has got the advantage in terms of map.
Yes, indeed, that is correct. And NRX UNKNOWN is now going back in the scoreboard here against RTL Legacy. RTL Legacy trying to push at that spot, but looks like they are trying to bail out here, trying to get ready on to the next hard point. 15 seconds to go. Looks like we're going to have a tie game here, AJ.
Yeah, so well played by NRX as well. RTL playing it careful as well, but they will go over to laundry right now. Just a few more seconds in there, and look at that. NRX actually overtakes RTL even without going in there for the fights. There haven't been that many fights here, Kuku, but they have taken over the leaderboard. NRX right now coming in for the approach on laundry. Can they wash each and every single player of RTL out of there, or will RTL throw that soap in their eyes and kick them out?
Have the hard point.
And this is really as close as we can get here. AJ, RTL versus NRX. It is actually the best matchup that we have tonight, and it's actually showing up into our expectations. And a shot there by Waki, able to actually knock off Bench, and now leading the way, AJ, is NRX UNKNOWN.
Absolutely, man. And what a move by NRX. So far, they are calculating each and every single one of their moves. They know their map. They are very, very well aware of their situation. They are making that rotation so early into the tailor shop right now. And that's a great move by them. But here comes a retaliation from RTL. NRX has been flushed out. How can they come back in here? Tailor shop gameplay coming in from NRX. But RTL seems to be just a little bit stronger. Kev's beautiful war machine control of that crowd and keeps going in, but beautifully taken down by Color, who comes in there with his Fennec gameplay. This is all for NRX for the takeover right now, and they are playing it well because they are gathering right outside before coming in for the push. This is a tactical one, and NRX is doing good so far, and there they come, Coco.
Oh my goodness, AJ. It is back and forth. RTL and NRX, as we saw them see, able to actually wipe NRX. It is actually RTL leading the kill count here on the kill feed, but ooh, looks like they have taken the lead now in the score.
Okay. NRX has got this beautifully, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Let me tell you this. If NRX succeeds in this move, NRX will win this game. So everything will depend on this next push. I mean, Cuckoo, this is the best piece of game that I've seen coming in from the NRX players thus far. Here comes CF for the takedown right now. Dropper doing really well. NRX already at that side. This is their 60-second push. This is the full-on lockdown gameplay coming in from NRX, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Can RTL stop their momentum? NRX is still, just following, just closing the gap little by little, man. But they can close this game as well.
Right, you are correct with that, and they were able to capture the hard point there a little bit, but looks like RTL Legacy has now able to find a way through. They are leading 136 to 116. They are able to get that hard point as well. It's just so unfortunate. NRX UNKNOWN was not able to defend that next hard point.
And that's it, man. Game over. RTL Legacy. I mean, both teams went in there. They calculated each and every single one of their movements. Very surprising to see this sort of a gameplay coming in from NRX UNKNOWN after just a few days of coming in here and testing their strategies, right? Because when NRX first came in here, we didn't see these sort of strategies. We didn't see them pre-planning. We didn't see them controlling their maps. We didn't see them going in for the rotations when and if they were needed. Even when those rotations were needed, NRX didn't go in for those rotations. Today was a different sort of a gameplay, Cuckoo. And I think they outdid their previous self. So well played, NRX. But of course, man, RTL.
And you know what? NRX picked this map, Crossfire, and like what you said, they got better and better, and we saw the results now. However, RTL Legacy just showing off why they are better than NRX UNKNOWN. And we're now going to go towards Search and Destroy right after this. And it's going to be, again, in Meltdown. We might see another intense matchup between the two. It's just so sad, AJ, I want to repeat this, that you said that they were switching to the last hardpoint location. Yeah. And they were not able to defend that really well. They were so passive at one point that they were just waiting for RTL Legacy. So they should have just had one player trying to flank on a different angle, maybe to try to set off RTL Legacy off their strategy. But RTL Legacy just went off, got the hard point, and got the win there.
Yeah, I think it was a sort of a misplay as well from NRX, right? Because it was too careful. They went in there for the rotations, and when RTL had those hard points, they didn't want to go in there and engage them. They wanted to keep, the next hard point for themselves. I mean, when you go in there for such a risky gameplay, it's just a matter of time before your opponent chooses to change things up. And that is exactly what RTL did. They came in there for the attack when NRX was not expecting it, because, hey, it's supposed to be my turn for the hard point now. You know what happened, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's not a little game where we allow each other to take turns. RTL's gonna turn them on you, and that's exactly what they did.
Right, and RTL Legacy just did the right thing here, and now RTL planting the bomb. Again, this is Search and Destroy, guys. If you're just tuning in right now, NRX UNKNOWN versus RTL Legacy. It is still a 5v5 situation, but someone got killed there. It was Bench from NRX UNKNOWN.
Enemy contact.
It is still I was just about to say 4-on-4. Raging's all alone. RTL, come on, yo. This is not how you do NRX in. NRX comes in here with such a great name, such a great legacy, and right now that family name, I will not say is being put to shame, but it just isn't shining upright center, is it?
Right, AJ, and again, NRX, a really good team and organization, basically. It's not just with this game, but with other games as well. But right now, here in Call of Duty Mobile, NRX UNKNOWN just having a hard time against RTL Legacy, as still RTL using the bomb to put pressure on NRX UNKNOWN.
Well, RTL right now getting snuffed out one after another. It looks like NRX has awoken. Here comes Bench as well. Goes in here for a quick defusal. Wacky is solo. They should be able to get this one. And NRX will sort this out. They beautifully pull one round back. But it's not going to be enough, is it, Cuckoo? They need a few more of those.
Yeah, they need a few more of those. They need to be consistent here against this RTL Legacy team. They need maybe a couple of more wins so that they can build the gap here. Trying to cycle out RTL Legacy. Looks like they're gonna push now the B side instead of the A side, and I think NRX Unknown realizes that already.
Yeah, man. Okay, bomb on the ground. They've got 45 seconds to do this. How are they going to pull this off? Wacky is coming in here very cheekily to snipe a couple of players out of there. Raging. Is he going to be able to go get a couple of shots for Bench? Is the first one to open up the kills. Kevs has gotten taken down. 5-on-4 situation. NRX with the advantage right now. Wacky spots another player, gets himself taken down as well. Beautifully played by Bench. Susato takes color out. And it looks like NRX is doing well until that point. Icarus gets snuffed. Raging solo 2-on-1. CF! Is Raging gonna get it? Van Loo. Well played.
What a nice effort there by NRX Unknown, AJ. I thought that they were able to find a way to get that win in that round, but RTL Legacy, again, with the bomb on hand, they are planning to go for that B side again. Looking at the mini-map here that we have, they are going for that. I think NRX Unknown here has to go to the B side as soon as possible because 2 or 3 of their players is currently at A side.
Oh, well, hopefully they do come in here for the rotation. And there you go, finally in there. But it looks like Kevs is trying to catch that rotation, and he might be able to get a couple of backstabs in here. But beautifully played by Icarus as they go in here for the push from that flyover, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And it is quite a well-played run by NRX so far. Susato catches one. Beautiful. Raging goes in there for a takedown as well. A 3-on-3. Make that a 3-on-2. Van Loo catches 2 players from NRX. Make that just 1 player left. And Raging is going to try to rage, but gets snuffed out as well. RTL's just way too powerful for NRX today.
Yes, indeed. And I really love how RTL Legacy secures the bomb that they planted. They have all angles. And like you mentioned, Kevs was there at one point at a different angle trying to cut off the push of the 3 players coming from the east side. And again, they're now going to the A side now. They're trying to confuse NRX Unknown.
Well, RTL bomb plan. And, you know, RTL has got all of these game strats that he just pulls out of their pockets. And, you know, just runs in here to play them. And they played so, you know, like fluid. You know, they played like liquid. They go in here and they pull it off time and time again. And even making it look so easy to take down these players from NRX. Look at Kevs fly through that. Cuckoo.
Wow, Kevs just obliterating each player. Like, there was like 2 kills consecutively for him. And that was just an easy round for RTL Legacy. I think NRX Unknown is playing mind games right now, and they're just confused with whatever RTL Legacy is doing.
Gee, I don't know if or not that is going to be, you know, great coming from them, right? Because they need to focus on their own strategies in here. Because they're sending out a quick split at the start of the game, but there are players who are spotting, you know, their opposition running into these positions. And what is that player doing? Has that report gone through? How fast is that flank that comes around? And right now it is NRX on the push, but the bomb is just floating around Big Chimney, flying around the flyover as well. Such a huge risk being taken by NRX. Dude, they're so lucky that RTL didn't catch them out there.
Yeah, and looks like we saw their Wi-Fi trying to bait out the other players of RTL Legacy, but again, the bomb has been planted already at A side. Color with that takeout for Van Toon. And now we only have 3 players, so 2v1 now all of a sudden. NRX again at the edge of their seats, and oh wow! Raging, what shot there, AJ?
Unrefined talent. That is what NRX Unknown is right now. And I love it, right? Because Mike sent in his third, I believe NRX Unknown is like the third seeded team amongst the NRX Call of Duty Mobile MP family itself. And he's really putting the boys to the test, right? To see exactly how well can they perform at this level. And let me tell you this, man, for being the third squad for NRX to perform at this level and to have like, players like NRX raging in there, they are not doing too bad, but so many weak links that they still need to sort out here, Coco.
You are correct with that. They're currently 2 points as of the moment against 4 of RTL in the Search and Destroy. They need to find another way here to add more strategy and game plan to their game. And looks like RTL right now able to eliminate 2 players off from NRX Unknown. Now down to 2, 5v2 situation all of a sudden here in this round. And Kevs with a drop shot. Nice play there. Able to kill Color. 1 player left. Icarus, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to clutch this. Has anyone clutch a 5v1, AJ? No?
No, not at the moment, man. Not at the moment. 4 versus 1, yes. 5 versus 1, hell no. I mean, so disappointing to see NRX kind of break that round down like that. Because they are on the attack, right? And they are squandering all of these opportunities, even with the attack. Because they could have gone in there for quick plants twice now. And I don't know, man. Can they pick a quick round and perhaps pressure RTL to make mistakes? That's what they need right now. They need to unnerve RTL.
Right, and RTL just sticking with their game plan, and it is really effective as the bomb has been planted at a site. Again, NRX Unknown will have to secure site A. RTL Legacy trying to get in on the 2 sides here. Ooh, Icarus able to find Wacky, but Bon's able to find Icarus. Wi-Fi now gets taken out by Kevs, and Bontu will be taken out as well. It's a 2v2 situation now. AJ, who's gonna win this one? Another one person up here. No, that's the end of the map number 2 here, guys.
I really want to say very, very well played NRX. It outclassed, outmatched, but it was a good fight because NRX didn't give up. They kept going back in there. They kept trying to switch it up, and it's good to see that they were switching it up as we were saying that they needed to switch it up, right? And there's no way they can hear us because this one's on a delay. There's no way they can watch us or hear us saying this, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And that only means that they are doing all of these thinking for themselves out there, Kuku, and they're making those right decisions. But unfortunately for them, in terms of skills within the game, RTL Legacy is on a totally different tier compared to NRX Unknown.
Yeah, really top tier team here from RTL Legacy, just showing off. Even if NRX Unknown would adjust to their gameplay, they have more in the bag, as we have seen here. The meltdown game, 2-6, winner is RTL Legacy. Now we're going into Summit. We're gonna have the domination again in this cold map. Like what I said, AJ, they like the cold map. They like the cold weather here in the Philippines.
Yeah, man. As we go into the cable car platform and control room number 2, we also have got the edge platform to be captured. What's interesting about the Summit map is it's quite a large map. It's very long, but the capture points, the objective points are very, very close to each other. And so when you see that one certain strategy is not working, it's very easy to rotate over to the other. And even though it's quite a narrow map, it's blocked off by multiple buildings, which means you've got the edge, flanking position, and you've also got the platform edge flanking position. So you there are many entry points. There are many ways you can kind of infiltrate your opponent's fortress, let's say. So let's see exactly how does NRX Unknown exploit these extra space within the map, and also how RTL shuts them down using the exact same things.
Yeah, and we will go ahead and see as we are about to start here with the domination map. Again, it is in Summit against NRX Unknown versus RTL Legacy. AJ.
Did you see that, man? That Thermite on point. Blocking off Charlie, not allowing RTL to pick it up. And can Icarus come in here and clear that marker off? Wi-Fi might get backstabbed. Here comes. Oh, beautiful, man. Beautiful play by NRX so far. Making sure RTL doesn't go in here for those early points. And right now they'll attack the control room number 2 as well. Wacky coming in here, capturing Charlie for them. But Bravo has already been taken down by NRX UNKNOWN. Could this be the comeback gameplay, Cuckoo?
I was stopped there for a little bit. I was trying to do the introduction of the map here together with the teams, but like what you said, that was the beautiful Thermite coming from, I think it was RTL Legacy, if I'm not mistaken. Was it NRX UNKNOWN?
Yeah, NRX with the Thermite, man. Very well placed Thermite. Avoiding that early capture from RTL. And right now, RTL turning things around. Control room number 2 is falling into their hands. How will NRX come in here for the response? NRX can try to go in here for that long flank along the edge through blue radar station and try to catch them from the back with a backstab. Or is NRX just going to run head straight into their opponents, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Based on what we can see the map, yeah, they're going to run head straight into the opponents.
Right, yes indeed here, but currently we have Bravo and Charlie now taken by RTL Legacy, so they're trying to get back here with scores. NRX UNKNOWN here needs to find back their ways as they were able to capture B earlier on. Now we see here Wacky together with Kevs and Susano here, able to kill off some players here, able to defend those sites really well. It is not tied, and now RTL now gets the lead. AJ, looks like they found the missing piece here in domination.
Yeah, they practically spawn-trapped NRX and not allowing NRX to come on at all. Finally, NRX using the platform on the edge, sorry, just the edge alone, I have to say, to get in there for that control room takeover, but snuffed out as well by RTL. But that's what I'm talking about, mixing it up, making RTL second guess, making RTL make a mistake in terms of guessing where NRX is about to go. And NRX right now, once again, all over the map, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Their spawn point has been thrown off as well, and it looks like RTL is going to continue picking up those points. So look at that, just one solo play coming in here from bench right now to capture control room.
All of a sudden, they didn't have the control room. Getting control here by RTL Legacy. Now, the B side now is with NRX. They're now taking back Charlie. And Veg is now pushing right through A side. No, he will get stopped here by RTL Legacy. It is just like each team trying to show us they can take the B side, or it's actually even the A or the C side, AJ, right?
Absolutely, man. And we can see it's because of the spawn of NRX right now as well, which is kind of holding them back. RTL has got the advantage. Oh, look at this, man. Oh, the whole squad of NRX going in for control room number 2. They might be able to do it, and they get a beautiful defense set in there, holding out RTL. But RTL is the first one to reach that halfway point.
And the RTL Legacy still showing why they are leading this matchup here, this series against NRX UNKNOWN. NRX UNKNOWN at the very end there, AJ, before it ended, they were able to get two sites, but not really enough to actually get halfway through. Now we are on our second round here in domination, going to 150, and RTL now taking C.
The payback coming in from RTL. Don't think that you are the only ones who can do that. We can play that game too. But on that note, NRX goes in here, and it looks like the cable car platform has been taken over by them. But look at that. Control room number 2 falls into the hands of RTL. Icarus coming in here. Trophy system destroyed, goes in with his chopper, but gets snuffed out as well. RTX needs to make a comeback gameplay in here, and that comeback needs to be at either Bravo or Charlie, Coco.
And this is so intense right now, AJ. They're just fighting back and forth, and now NRX UNKNOWN just having a hard time getting their second sites captured as RTL Legacy defending Bravo and Charlie really well.
Well, Bravo John is still in the hands of RTL. NRX asking many questions, but RTL always having an answer. 20 points, 22 points, let's say, between the two squads right now. And RTL still seems to be doing extremely well in the game. Oh, Wi-Fi, beautiful spawn. He can go in for the backstab. And it looks like MacPro is going to be able to come in here and give him that assist as well. Beautiful snipe, Cuckoo.
Beautiful snipe there by RTL, Kevs, and Kevs still alive here with 19 kills already. Wow. And now the Charlie is now getting taken by our NRX, but actually got stopped there by RTL Legacy and Susano, able to kill off the bench there. Wi-Fi now trying to get Kevs down, and the scores, AJ, I think it's too late for NRX to come back here.
Well, if they can do a triple cap, which I highly doubt, maybe, but yeah, man, you're right, bro. It is a beautifully close match coming in here from RTL, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and it's so interesting as to how huge the gap between these two squads are. On paper, on screen, it doesn't look like NRX is that far away from RTL, but trust us when we say they are quite far. RTL Legacy rising up all the way to the top of the leaderboard yet again before the end of the day, Gugu. And what a beautiful way to get it done.
And RTL Legacy is securing the top number one here at the airport, showing off who's the best as of here. And NRX Unknown, really good effort here coming from them. We will see more of them coming in tomorrow, but again, like what we said here, AJ, RTL Legacy, they are on the road to be legendary.
Absolutely, man. I mean, some may argue that they are already legendary. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there you go, man. That was a beautiful, tremendous display coming in from two of the squads, both NRX as well as RTL. But unfortunately for NRX, RTL would be the ones to pick up all three available points within the game itself. I mean, Cuckoo, we did see NRX go in there and try, but multiple times, each and every single time they tried a different strategy, RTL immediately shut them down.
Yeah, they immediately adjust to whatever change that NRX Unknown is doing. Like remember during Hardpoint, right? They adjusted to whatever NRX was doing. They were trying to camp at that last Hardpoint, and RTL Legacy able to do that. Same goes with Search and Destroy, as they were trying to do mind games with NRX Unknown. They're trying to go A, they're trying to go B. They don't know where they're going sometimes. And now at Summit, we saw another play coming from RTL Legacy, just out-dueling and outplaying NRX Unknown.
Yeah, man. So thus far, the question has been posed, is NRX Unknown ready? Well, it looks like they might not be that ready at the moment, but can they continuously make these improvements? Because if I really feel, right, Coco TV, what NRX did on pushing NRX Unknown into this sort of a high tier tournament is the best for the players for NRX Unknown, right? To give them that experience, which is so valuable, which pushes them to improve in such a short span of time, which is quite impossible by just going out there and scrimming and training, man. But walk us through these highlights, Cuckoo, as to how did RTL once again shut down NRX.
And looking at the highlights right now, again, this map, Crossfire, was picked by NRX Unknown. However, it actually came back at them as RTL Legacy was able to get the win. And we will see here what I did mention earlier, that RTL Legacy just pushed at the right time, at the right place, and at the very end they were able to get that win here. And going at and Destroy, we see here RTL Legacy just using that bomb as pressure to adding more pressure, basically, AJ, to NRX Unknown. And going into the domination, it's gonna be a close match at the very start, but RTL Legacy adjusted to the adversity that they're actually able to get through. Like the adjustments coming from NRX Unknown was so fast, but Legacy was way faster.
Absolutely, man. Couldn't have said it better myself, right? Because we see kind of like, sparks of brilliance coming in from some of the players from NRX. I mean, sometimes YPI, sometimes MacPro. I mean, Icarus has got his times where he has been, absolutely tremendous in the competition. And we've seen NRX rage through some of those shots as well. Individually, these are all some of the best players in the Philippines coming together. But the teamwork has not been set yet. There's just no, conformity between them. There's no fluidity in their movements. Individually, NRX Unknown, beautiful, amazing players. But as a squad, unfortunately, still not ready. I mean, someone took them out of the oven a little bit too early. And that's fine, right? That's fine, because the way they're improving, they're going to be ready for the final battle soon. But maybe this is just not that competition.
And as we talk about it, AJ, we're going to talk about the final standings after 5 days of the group stages here of Garena's Call of Duty Mobile Philippine Championship. And look at who's number 1, AJ.
Yeah, man. RTL Legacy sitting down on top, 13 points in total. Right there behind them, it's PDR Esports, 11 points in total. PDR Reborn, 11 as well. The PDR family going to be very proud of their performance thus far. VVV Esports sitting down in the 4th place, 10 points. NU Anarchy, surprising but not so surprising, 10 points as well. They sit in the 5th place. NRX Unknown, 3 points. It's going to be a tough journey catching up to even NU Anarchy to, reach the top 4 spots, right? AIM Iloilo as well as XDG Dynasty, both there with those 1 point apiece. Tomorrow's schedule, though, Kuku, tell us, what do we have lined up, man?
Oh, yes, definitely, AJ. As we talk about the standings, now we move over to the schedule for day number 6. We have a first matchup between VVV Esports versus NU Anarchy. That's a really good game to watch, AJ. So what an opener that we will have tomorrow. And then we have next is PDR Reborn versus RTL Legacy. So these are really good matches, AJ, at the very start of the live stream for tomorrow. And then next, third matchup would be XDG Dynasty versus AIM Iloilo. And then lastly, NRX Unknown versus PDR Esports. So are you excited for tomorrow, AJ?
Absolutely, man, because I feel like they're all going to be evenly matched up, matches in there, even up to our 3rd series where we're going to see XDG take on AIM Iloilo. But, I'm worried for NRX Unknown because tomorrow is going to be another testing day for them. So hopefully, they learn from everything that they have gone through within today's match and come back tomorrow stronger. But Kuku, thus far, right, all of the squads have been giving it their best, and day after day, the one point that I can take away is the amount of improvement that we have seen coming in from these squads. Absolutely admirable.
Yes, indeed. And we saw AIM Iloilo trying to get VVV Esports at the edge of their seats, and same goes with NRX Unknown. However, the one team that I'm still trying to find out what they're trying to do is XDG Dynasty. I mean, they have 3 days left for the group stages, or for the whole tournament itself. But it is a long way for them to be able to go through that, top 4 or into that price pool. Again, that's 15 USD is a price pool altogether, and they might as well think about that. I mean, you can buy a lot of stuff with that, a lot of money, AJ, right?
Yeah. So even if we go, I mean, we need to be realistic about this, right? In order for them to make it up to the top 4, they need to win all, 3 games within the next 3 series that they happen to be in, which for their current performance is quite far-fetched. But, Hey, you know what? Mustachio sometimes stands to be corrected, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What do we know? But anyway, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is going to be it from Cuckoo TV and I am the Mustachio. This is the one and only Cuckoo TV at Cuckoo TV Gaming. Make sure you guys go and check him out. We will catch you guys tomorrow. Take care, good night, and goodbye.